So this is a song
All right, now
dedicated
we want to
to the people
do it
that
again.
believe in the name Jesus.
We want to
If that guy
worship
existed,
Pig
his
Jesus
name was
Christ,
not
who
Jesus.
never meant
So
to be
there is no
worshipped.
power in the name of Jesus. And
We
there can
want to
never
worship
be power
Pig
in that
Jesus
name.
Christ,
Try as
whom
hard as you may,
worship
it's never going to
never,
happen.
ever to you. The very glory stealer,
Jesus,
worship
the most
stealer, say
useless
thief.
name I know.
This is how we
His name is not the
worship
same. Don't ever
Pig
praise his ugly
Jesus
name. That is
Christ.
the reason why we
This
must
is
love him
how we
so.
worship
Cause Jesus, the most
Pig
useless name I
Jesus
know.
Christ.
Jesus, the most
This is
useless
how we
name
truly
I
worship
know. He's always
Pig
not the same.
Jesus
Don't ever praise his
Christ.
ugly name.
This
That
is
is the
how
reason
we
why we must
worship
love him
Him.
so. Cause
Pig
Jesus, the most useless
Jesus
name I know.
Christ.
Oh, 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 oh.
And
Jesus, the
this is
most
how we
useless
need to
name I
worship Him.
know.
Pig
He's
Jesus
always not the same.
Christ.
Don't ever praise his
This
useless
is
name.
how
That
we
is the reason
worship
why we must love
Him.
him so.
Pig
Cause Jesus,
Jesus
the most useless
Christ.
name I know. The
Pig
name of Jesus
Jesus
chained
Christ.
them up in
Crying
sin and
out for
sorrow.
some
The name
worship.
of Jesus is a scam.
Pig
The name
Jesus
of Jesus, the
Christ.
name of Jesus
Longing
chained
for
them up
some
in sin and sorrow.
worship.
The name of
And
Jesus is
this
a
is how we
scam. The name of Jesus,
worship.
the name of Jesus
Ooh,
chained
Big
them
Jesus
up in
Christ.
sin and sorrow. The name
This
of
is
Jesus
how we
is a
worship Him.
scam.
Big
The name of
Jesus
Jesus chained them
Christ.
up in sin and sorrow.
Big
The name
Jesus
of
Christ.
Jesus
Crying out
is a
for some worship.
scam.
Big Jesus Christ. Longing for some worship. Oh, you pig, give it to Him. You dog, give it to Him. You pig, give it to Him. You goat, give it to Him. You pig, give it to Him. For you been bought and paid for by the blood of pig, Jesus Christ. Pig, Jesus Christ. Crying out for some worship. Pig, Jesus Christ. Longing for some worship. Oh, you sheep, don't give it to Him. Yasrael, don't give it to Him. You sheep, don't give it to Him. Yasrael, don't give it to Him. You sheep, don't give it to Him. Yasrael, please don't give it to Him. For you've been bought and paid for by the holy blood of your King, Yahushua Amashiach. I love Him. Hallelujah. Thank you, Abba. I love you so much. All right, now, family. Let's do what we are here today. Yes, this is how we worship. I say, this is how we truly worship. Big Jesus Christ. This is how we ought to worship Him. Big Jesus Christ. Yasrael, don't give it to Him. The pig can do so. The dog believer can give it to Him. The very goat believer, you can just worship Him because a broad way have a Messiah, while the narrow way also have a Messiah. Okay, nothing absolutely happened, by accident or coincidence. Nothing absolutely is taking place here by accident or accidentally. coincidentally. No, nothing, absolutely. Everything playing out there, it is what that has already been established in the underworld or in the spirit world. Nothing happened coincidentally. No, nothing absolutely is taking place here by chance. This is what it is, people. So the Broadway have a people, have a Messiah fast. In fact, they are the largest, and they have king. Uh, Definitely, they ought to worship their king. So, but you, Israel, return back in the mighty name of Yahweh to the very narrow way that leads to eternal life. And that narrow way also have king, Yahushua HaMashiach. That is your king, your redeemer. I love you so much, my Abba. Anyways, let's do why we're here today, family. Greetings, family. Greetings to every one of us. Hope we all are doing great on this wonderful, glorious, lovely day once again for you and I to circle around Abba Yahuwah's eternal blessed throne and to just get our soul, spirits, our body, our totality, the past, right now, and future filled with Abba Yehovah's own contaminated breath. Only in His presence we can achieve this. Nowhere else. I repeat, no other place, no shortcut, no duplicate, no dialogue when it comes to making it back to heaven. Only in the presence of Abba Yahuwah we put this into action. Only in His presence we get things done according the way Abba Yahuwah wants it to be. No shortcut, like I said. No other mist. Yahushua said that I am the way, the truth, and the life. No other way. He said no one come to heaven but by me. Not by Jesus. Not by Allah. But by Yahushua HaMashiach. Our eternal King's Redeemer. Yes. Thank you, my Abba. I love you so much. Hallelujah. So, I can say you've been deceived. When you check it out, Matthew 24, we see that the devil is seeking for the very elect. To that extent, he now begin to put together and regime miracles. He now begin to put together false wonders. Devil is working so hard, trying to deceive the elect. And the only way he is achieving this, he cannot come to you as a devil. He will definitely come to you as your Messiah. He will definitely make up in such a way to convince you that you will be too sure to doubt him. That you will be too convinced to doubt him. This is only way he can achieve whatever he desires to do with the elect. By taking up their Messiah's garment, character, image, everything. He said, I will make myself like him. Revelation 13 makes it so clear that this beast looks like lamb, but he talk as a dragon. Dragon, that is who he is in a nutshell. The very totality of these folly deities, it is simply dragonic beast system. But they are not going to come to you in that manner. That makes it difficult. They won't come to you as a devil, dragon, beast system. No, they won't. They are so smart. They know you will cut them one time. So what did they do? Therefore, they now decide to mask it up. They now decide to take the very original and mask up themselves. They now decide to take the image or the character or the presence or the sayings of your very king, your Yahweh. They now use it to mask themselves because they know that is what it is. They knew this is all you need. They have gone so far ahead of you. But the only way you will be undoing what they have already done against you, it is for you to return back to the band of the covenant. That was why they told you they destroyed the law, which is speak Jesus Christ. And that is why Allah also told you that the law or the Bible is corrupt. They can't do it any other way, people. They can't just come through any other stories. This is how they ought to do it, needs to do it. And they have indeed done it. They put it together already. And to my amazement, I can't say to my amazement because I was once there. Yasrael, he's dancing his dance and singing his song. So the nature of this segment, it is for you to stop doing that. That is not meant for you. You are not meant to do this. This very part you take, it is not your own. The Broadway is not meant for you. It's not your own. This is not the way set for you. Honestly. To be honest, it is somehow not that also difficult, to dig out. Just that if you are there and nobody is giving you a happy hand, that will make it somehow, tough. But it takes the one that has already been or that has gone through that part to give you a happy hand. And this is the nature of this very segment. This is why we talk. And this is the only reason we talk. I and thee already called out once. We are not a lot. And we are not also few. Go to YouTube. Okay. But some that also said, some of Yisrael that also called themselves, they called out once, are still taking Jesus Christ. They still call that name. So you aren't. You are still right there in the Babylon. So you shouldn't allow judgment to meet you over there because Abba Yahweh has already put it in a written book for you and me as a kind of warning to be more smarter than your enemy. If not, you'll be swept away. He said 2/3 who die in Babylon. Only 1/3 will be saved. He said his blood won't cover 2/3. Only 1/3 will be saved. And that 1/3 also will be taken through fire. So this is really messy. Okay? It's really, 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 I don't know what to say. It's messy. Everything is messed up. That the very one that died for you said he's going to also turn against you. Hosea 4:6 said, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Listen, he didn't say the people of the devil. What did he say? My own people. So what is bringing about this heavy destruction? Oh, the people of the book. Lack of knowledge. So what was that? A thing you failed to acknowledge. A thing you failed to look into with your third eye. The very third eye Abba Yahuwah cleansed for you through his son, King Yahushua HaMashiach, your eyes of vision. That was why Yahushua said in Matthew 6, if your eyes is good, if your eye is a single, is good, he said your entire body will be full of light. But he said if your eye is bad, therefore he said your totality will be shared and covered, wrapped up with darkness. If the light of your body now is darkness, he said imagine how thick the darkness will be. Say, just imagine how thick it's going to be, the darkness. So, a thing you ought to be knowledgeable about. So what could this be? The very impersonator that is breaking the royal law in your hand, that is telling you actually this is what it means. That is telling you the spirituality of the royal law, that gave you another map for you to trace back your rest. That is where the problem lies, family. Jesus Christ is a big mess. Jesus Christ has messed up the works of the cross. Jesus Christ has messed up spirituality. Jesus Christ has indeed messed up the narrow way that leads to life. He retold it, he recooked it, he prepared it for you. He retold the very stories and said, actually, that is not what it is. And this is exactly what it is. Exactly what the serpent did in Genesis 3. The serpent is Allah himself. He twisted the scriptures. He told the woman and said, actually, that is not what Yahuwah meant. This is what Yahuwah meant by that saying. You are not going to die when you eat, but rather you're going to be having wisdom and you're going to be like God. Though Abba Yahuwah has already made us like him to produce life, to create life. But this serpent now make that anointing or power or office not unto the woman through perverseness. There is heaven, of course. There is the works of the cross, of course. There is a Messiah, of course. But Jesus Christ and Allah is making it known unto you in a very perverse way. In a very devilish and demonic and satanic way that you can never find Yahushua, Yahuwah, Ruach HaKodesh in this very map they put in your hand. Go and be tracing them. You can't. You can't. Oh, little children, this journey is a far one. It's not an easy one. It's not a close by one. It's a very long journey. Return back to the band of the covenant. That is going to help you to kill out, to silence the noise of your flesh and to kill off the very appetite of your flesh. It's a strong delusion. Indeed, it is a very strong delusion. So what will it take you to do what you see in the Bible? Though Jesus is being translated everywhere, but you can also do your common findings. When the letter J came into use, it's not yet 400 years as we are still talking. How do I know that? The very first Bible translated from Hebrew and Greek into English has not letter J. As we are still talking, Greek doesn't have letter J. Hebrew don't have it. And without J, you can't get Jesus. Greek, their own is Isus. Latin, their own is Isus. It has no business with Yahushua. The very close one, it is Aramaic, Yeshua. Yeshua simply means He will save. Yeah, Yahweh will save us. Yeshua. First-handed translation. Still get it right. The very authentic source, Yahushua. Meaning Yahweh has saved us. Yahweh has already done it. Yahweh is salvation. The very first-handed, authentic source. First-handed translation said, he would do it. Yeshua. Yeshua. He will save you. Authentic source said, he has already saved you. Yahushua. The second translation said, Isus. Third translation said, Isus. So where do you get Isus or Isus? What business do Isus and Isus have with Yahushua or Yeshua? We still see the Yeshua. Shua. Hebrew, Yahushua, salvation. His name is salvation. Joshua. That is his name. His father's name is Yahuwah. I am whose I am. Did you carry your father's name? Only bastard refused to carry their father's name. And only bastard who don't even know who is their father carry any name available. Are you one of them? Maybe. But if you are not one, return back. You have your own father. You have your own Messiah. You have your own king. Authentic one. Eternal one. Anyways, I quickly want to chip this in because we talk for this very reason. Thank you, my Abba. I truly do love you. Thank you for giving me and the entire camp of Yisrael your eternal blessed fiery word, King Yahushua HaMashiach, our eternal King's Redeemer. And again, thank you so much unto eternity. I say to that for giving us your most expensive part, your holiest part, your true essence, your fiery part. Ruach HaKodesh, your wonder does part. This is your true essence. You left him within us. I say to the eternal. Love you so much. Hallelujah. All right, now, family, we want to do this very message I were unable to do on the Shabbat. A lot of things fought against me. Like kind of I was suffocating. Okay, I was, begging for breath. It's like something was strangling my neck. Of course, I told the vision I saw. It was horrible. And actually, it played out so powerfully. So I couldn't fake it nor to manage. I was trying to manage, but when I see I were unable, I couldn't handle it. That was why I dropped it. I said, no, I have to let it go. I was stopped. I was indeed stopped not to finish that message. Now I break it apart. Now this is 2. But nothing absolutely lost. Like I said, again, today is jot it down. The more I look into this very topic, the more another topic is drawing out. From one trumpet, 7 came, from 7 seal, 7 trumpets, 7 6 begins the journey. Revelation 5. From 7 seals, there we get 7 trumpets. And we proceed. 7 thunders, 7 bowls. Okay. 7 angels. Just, it keep, one is drawing out another. One is drawing out another. Another one has come again. That one will be taking it apart. I think, that one should be done on the Shabbat. Then, midst of the week, which is a week today, we will be looking into the new Nigeria. I hope another one does also fish out. Another one does also submit himself before me. So, I hope so. So we'll be taking this very one apart. And our focus point is going to be on Romans. Is it Romans? Yeah, chapter 7. A lot of people, take that very passage wrongly. They wrongly divide that very passage. I will let us know. Today, I will just brief it. I'm going to let us know the husband that needs to die, not the royal law. Who is that husband? Which is also, it should have been, or rather, is our second husband, but he's playing the role as if he is our first husband and our first love. He's in the middle. He's the middle. That is the stopping block between you and your maker. So we'll be taking that one apart. All right, now, family, like I said, we have up to 6 points. I have already done one. I don't think it's wise for me to return back to one again. Now, let's just leave it like that. So, like you and I know already, title always help navigate us into Holy Scriptures. It makes it easy, right? It makes it so simple. So, with this being said, here we are in the heavenly courtroom of Abba Yahuwah with this powerful message already titled for you and me right at part 1. Broken vows, broken home. Children carries the pains, struggles, weights of broken marriage. We, Eve, posterity. Genesis 3 and 4, part 2. So, family, it is very much possible you come in contact with this very part 2, having yet listened to part 1. I encourage you to go and do that. Go listen to part 1. Okay, in order for you to get the full packages, the very understanding of this part 2. Though in part 1, a lot of struggles, okay, but still we were able to establish at least the very point 1. So there is a message for you over there, awaiting you over there in part 1. All right, so let's go. If you have already done that, okay, now I clap for you. Clap for yourself. You are truly the sons and the daughters of your Father, Yahuwah, Elohim. Okay, but one thing needed to be also established, lay out. Not just to be a listener, but to listen is a good one, okay? The royal law said, be a good listener. So why did the royal law say you should be a good listener? So that you will be picking points, so that you get understanding, so that you get clarity, so that you get benefits, so that you know indeed you have taken something into your spirit. But if you're listening, listen like all this worldly movie, I tell you, you won't benefit anything. So be a good listener. For you being a good listener, of course, it's going to be so beneficiary. And you're going to proceed into putting it into practice. That is to say, being the doer now. You're going to be the very doer, not only listener. But if you don't listen really good, and if you are not also a good listener, it will be very difficult for you to get deep with that message and also to be the doer of it. All right, now, family, with this being said, okay, yes, we have done that. Let's do the finishing. Like I illustrated in part 1, we called it out the title already, Broken Vows. You know what that is? You vow, you gave your promise, your word, undilutably to one another right in the altar, and say, this is going to last for life. This is unbreakable and won't be touched by any principalities or powers. You know, when that vow was being taken, you see the authenticity in it. You see the authentication. You see the sincerity in it. You see the much work you put in it, the much love, much effort. You see it as a thing that will last forever. Because, of course, nobody will ever plan for failure. Nobody will ever, plan for failure. Let me repeat it again. When you are estimating for business, you always see the profit. You don't see the obstacle. You don't see the setback backward or backward. You are not into the limitation. To you say, beg, this negative spirit, I just put you out of my way. But indeed, there is a negative spirit that will work against your expectation not to come to pass. You see all these prophetic words of mother and be prophesying here boldly. A lot of spirits is working against it, but Yahweh surpasses them. Because me, I prophesied and I don't see anything that's going to stand on my way. But demons said they can't stand on the way. Bro, that is a lie. But there is a fight. To make it that is a lie, to turn it into uselessness, just as Abiyawa turned the counsel of Ahithophel into stupidity, wisdom of the world into nonsensical. You must fight in order for you to have the upper hand. Prophecy is not you just prophesy and go your way, because spirit is going to fight it. Devils is going to fight it. It's like you just open out some secrets and you let them know this is what it is. Okay, you will be seriously. But that prophecy definitely will come to pass. No matter how tough the battle is, they will fight you. They will beat you for that. Because you have seen clearly. Your eyes see the very thing Yahuwah ordained it to see. So they will beat you for that very reason. They have been beating me. They have been. All these prophecies are put out there. Oh my Abba. I was even regretting when it comes to some certain area. I said, why did I even? I said, assuming I know Abba, I wouldn't have listened to you. Yes, that is Jeremiah. Jeremiah said, Yahuwah, you deceived me, and I allowed myself to be deceived. Go and prophesy. He will just go and prophesy, and after that, they will flog him, beat him mercilessly. Anyways, that is what it is. What are we saying? Marriage is a beautiful thing. It's the holiest of it all. Okay, so you did not see failure. You didn't see breakage in your vows. You didn't see stop along the way. You didn't say, oh no, I'm going to be turning my back. You see perfection. You see carrying it to the end. You see prosperity and progress. You see love. That this love cannot sour. This love can't spoil. They can't see maggot on this love. No way. This love cannot smell. Rather, it's a powerful perfume that's going to, make everywhere beautiful. But along that way, enemy of marriage say you are a dreamer. And not all dream meant to be true. So you are seeing it now as a dream come to pass. For me, I'm going to make it a lying dream. I'm going to make you to doubt that very once powerful vows you took in the altar before thousands of people. Thousands of people. Some people's marriage on YouTube, okay, that marriage got stopped already, but people are still viewing it. Yes, something put it in that condition. Some powers fought against it. And these powers are not only fighting against the physical one. This fighting against marriage, destroying the glory and the beauty of marriage and make it sour, spoil it. Didn't start with the physical one. It starts somewhere else. That was why you need to listen to part 1. This is the need for you to listen to part 1. Because Abba Yehovah instituted marriage. And the breakage or broken vows begins with Abba Yahuwah. The first man and the first woman said they won't continue. They don't want to continue any longer with their first husband and their first love. Let me tell you, this very Bible you carries, every one of us carries. It is simply gene, and it is sex, and it is production, production to produce. Okay, let me go back again. Let me rephrase it again. This very royal eternal law, it is simply gene. That is why you see genealogy, gene. In the beginning, what is the beginning? He begins the gene of Abba Yahweh. In the beginning, something we want to look into the finishing part. In the beginning, simply begin the very gene of Abba Yahweh. Okay, so the royal law, it is a gene. It is also sex. Gene needs to go through sex, sexual intercourse, in order for the gene to be planted right at the fertile ground, which is the womb. So the royal law is a husband and wife. It is a husband and wife, figure, and it is family table talk, and it is marriage above it all. Gene, sex, produce, family. That's what the royal law is. You must give birth. So with this being said, let's rush over now to the very second part. So again, we look so beautiful here, isn't it? Aren't we beautiful here? In a moment, we were so sold in love. In a moment, we see ourselves as a soul tie, unbreakable, so secured, everywhere locked, no loophole, no devils can penetrate. But all of a sudden, we found ourselves right here. Something put us in this very state. This is the two meant to be one, once prophesied. Eternal love, unstoppable love. Death can't even stop it. But all of a sudden, something transpired and relocate this wonderful, beautiful, gorgeous couple right here. This is the state the entire world is right now. Because what make you think? If the marriage of heaven we are being touched by unclean spirits, what makes you think your own will be, your own won't be touched? Okay, now, if this power were able to break the voice, the wind of divorcement blew away the very first man and the first woman out of the presence of their husband, which is Yahweh. So what make you think that same wind won't blow against you? So what make you think if heaven first holiest marriage ordained by Abba Yahuwah right in Genesis 1, 2, and 3, or rather 1 and 2. Could they stand the test of faith? Could they stand the test of time? What make you think your own will be standing it? Or will stood it? Or will stand it? Excuse me. What make you think? So the first marriage didn't work. Yours is not so working. Like I said, every one of us, divorcement or divorcee is working differently in every living being on earth. Have you ever been there? The pains of broken heart. Divorce is a broken heart. It dismantle every chambers in the heart. He gave you ugly instead of beauty. He put death in there, called blinder. So if that of Abiwa, okay, so glorious and beautiful he once was, but still, touched by these folly deities, they will also come for you. If they were unable or they couldn't spare the first man and the first woman, what make you think they will spare you? You are his posterity. They will come for you. We are the future generation, or rather, yes, of the first woman. Like I said, I would also like to put in this: the first woman gave birth to every living being. Genesis 3 says so. But the first man isn't. Someone else shared fatherhood with Adam. But for the woman, she alone had 23 chromosomes, birth every single being on earth. That is to say, she birthed the seed of serpent, she also birthed the seed of Adam. One woman giving birth to two men. Go and listen to part 1, okay? All this has already been established over there. Okay, so this is the ancient memory that refused to die. This is the very ancient, memory that became the very materials substance that produced you and me. We came out from this broken marriage. Our papa and our mama couldn't retain their first love. The wind of lust blew against them. They were seeking for Godhead, and they got crushed. Okay. So from their folly, every one of us is being touched. I would also like to throw in this question. I don't want it to say, has Messiah not fixing it, or can't Messiah fix it, or what did he die for? Because maybe you're going to be saying, but he has already died on the cross. He said it is finished. The case is settled. Fine. Are you still dying today? Are you still going through the birth pain of a child? Are you still working to sustain yourself, your lifestyle, your family? Are you still doing the dirty job, or are you still doing the hard works? Are you in the Garden of Eden? If you are not, therefore, sorry, the pains is still right there. But it will be fixed when it comes back. So there's still leftover part. So these are the leftover part Yahushua needs to do or touched or worked on in his second coming. So family, much has already been said. Let's go now to 2. So we see the broken marriage, that of Abiwa didn't work out. So ours also is not working out the way it ought to be. So point 1, let's go down to, first of all, point 2, Genesis 3. Abiwa, help your daughter today. Genesis chapter 3. We want to see how. I'm very sorry. Me, myself, this very thing I'm doing over here irritates me when someone is doing it. But I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. Pardon me. Okay. I'm on my dry fasting. So, yeah. All right, family. Let's do the finishing part. Thank you, my Abba. I love you. I just love my Abba. I truly do love my Abba. I love my Abba. I really do. I love my Abba. I love him, yes I do. I truly love Yahuwah. I love Yahuwah. I love my Abba. I so much do. I love my Abba. I love my Yahuwah. I so much do love my Yahuwah. I really do. Love my Yahuwah. Thank you, my Abba. If not for Yahuwah. This is how enemy wouldn't have just messed up my life. But Yahuwah surpasses them. Now, Genesis chapter 3, verses 21, we'll be taking it from 21 to 24. We want to first of all see how the husband is sending, like Matthew 19, we see men is the one sending away their wives. And Yahuwah also did likewise unto us, you and I. Genesis 3, 21. Unto Adam, also Yahuwah, unto Adam, also, and to his wife did Yahuwah Elohim make coats of skins and clothe them. 22. And Yahuwah Elohim said, Behold, the man is become as one of us, to know good and evil. And now, lest he put forth his hand and took also of the tree of life and eat and live forever. So this is why he sent us out. Therefore, Yahuwah Elohim sent him forth from the Garden of Eden. Broken marriage. I want to cry. I really want to cry. Because this is where our predicament started. Yahuwah sent us out of his presence. Like husband is doing today. Sending out their wives out of their life. He said, I don't want you anymore. You are not good for me any longer. I am no more in love with you. My love runs dry for you. But this is one's love that called people for to celebrate with them. Marriage simply means love celebration. I love this woman. I want to spend the rest of my life with her. Please join me to celebrate our love. They will put it in a written paper, and they will put it in a card, and they will spread it everywhere. They will call thousands upon thousands of people to witness how they are celebrating their love. After some years, the man will send out his wife. 1 out of 10, the problem will be for the woman in the case of adultery. Because what transpired in Genesis 3 it is simply the case of adultery. Therefore, the marriage is no longer fit. Therefore, the marriage is no longer recognized. Now, Abiyahu has to send away his wife, spiritually speaking. You know, the royal law, like I said, is a gene, sex, and my father, to produce children, to bear fruit, the fruit of the womb. This is where marriage got crushed. 24. So he drove them out. So he drove out the man. And he placed at the east of the garden of Eden cherubims and a flaming sword, which turned every way to keep the way of the tree of life. Now we also have it in our law when the man become toxic or the woman become toxic. Okay, domestic violence. Now you need to part your way to preserve life. Exactly what Abiyahu did. These two people became toxic in the presence of Abiyahu. Abiyahu don't want them to use their filthiness, fornicating with their semped, which is Allah. He doesn't want them to use that filthiness to touch him and live in eternal damnation. So therefore, he sent them out. He divorced them. Listen to part 1. He divorced them because all the scriptures is over there. He divorced them. Okay, let's quickly. Now that he sent them out. Abiyahu gave us a sending out divorcement letter and say, I don't want you anymore because now you are filth. Isn't that what husband and wife is doing today? It's not what is going on today. They turn their back on each other. Now, Isaiah chapter 50, verses 1. Thus saith Yahweh, where is the bill of your mother's divorcement, whom I have put away? I send you out. Or which of my creditors is it to whom I have sold you? Behold, for your iniquities I have, behold, for your iniquities have ye sold yourselves, and for your transgression is your mother put away. Did you get that? We'll be sent out from paradise, from rest, from riches, from joy. This is where the divorcee problem started. From here, we found out this is the position. I don't really care how you are trying to fake it or to masquerade it. Anything that breaks your heart, anything that gives you a broken heart, anything that touches your heart chambers, it is divorcement. Look at Genesis 1. Go and see how Abba Yehovah decked that place. If you want to get the clarity of Genesis chapter 1 and 2, look at Revelation 21:22. It is simply the restoration of Genesis 1 and 2. Everything were perfect, beautiful. The floor was of a pure gold. The house itself is diamond, built by precious stones. Everything you ever needed is decked with your it's heartbroken. That is what we lost. So we can make it good. We can't just make it good. Only one person, Yahushua, has already started fixing it. He have already started it, but not yet complete. As you are still talking, a marriage is still uncompleted building. But Yahushua will make it finished. He will finish building it. Of course, he will. Let's proceed now into another one so that I don't go more than here. So this is the broken heart. Can we go there again? Because I felt some kind of pain in my heart. While I was just reading that part, Yahuwah sent them out. So list, they become, gonna be touching me. When a wife, that is how it ought to be. I can't say because 1 out of 10 will be the case of a woman commit this adultery. Let's be realistic. Let's be real to ourselves. The problem of fornication or adultery always come from men. Always come from the husband. That was why Yahushua said in Matthew 19, he said, because of the hardness of your heart, you allow yourself to put your wife away. Man was the problem. Adam was the problem, not the woman, because the woman is a weaker vessel. She is flesh. Her 23 chromosome is only flesh, egg. She gave it to serpent. Serpent plant is his seed. She gave it to Adam. Adam plant his seed. She came from flesh, so the only thing she have to give is flesh also. That was why the royal law said, treat your wife as a weaker vessel because she came. Only one bone, just one bone makes her totality. And man, you have 24. Only one take off you. You still have 23 left over. So from eternity to eternity, you are stronger, you are powerful than the woman. Woman is just a baby before you. And the law again was given unto you, the family plan, family table talk, family discussion, family celebration, family prosperity, family legacy. We are given unto you the man. That you are not the one to pass the information unto your wife. While you were there, another man came into the picture, seducing your own wife. You couldn't burn a passion in saving a soul. Rather, you still there watching another man seducing her into action. Whereby she only have flesh to give. She came from flesh. You are the spirit. That is why man is the spirit giver, while woman is the flesh giver. Woman, we are the one giving the physical body. But in the internal, Mary is the one giving it. We gave Estrana the egg. So what inside that egg? We wrap your sperm up with the egg. We wrap your spirit with the flesh, the outward appearance we give. And Yahweh said we shouldn't judge by outward appearance, but we should do our judging and dig into the spirit appearance. Judge the spirit, look into the spirit that person's carry. That is where the life is. We give flesh. So, man, you failed your duty. You failed your duty. And you are still failing. See, men, they have their wife at home. They will be having 5, 6 side chicks. You are not allowed to have one. When men commit this wickedness, that marriage is already destroyed. They will say men are polygamous in nature. Polygamous in nature. Who told you that? Monogamy, one man, one wife. Let's go. I want to read that particular part again. I want you and I to get it clear. Now let's take 22. Genesis 3:22. And Yahweh said, behold, the man is become as one of us, to know good and evil. And now, lest he put forth his hand and take also of the tree of life, and eat and live forever. That is, you're going to be living in eternal damnation. It did not say the woman. It is the man. 23. Therefore, Yahuwah Elohim sent him forth from the garden of Eden, the voicing, to till the ground from whence he was taken. Go and suffer. You see, the touch of suffering, it is the bill of divorcement Abiyawa gave unto our fathers. So we now, the children, carry the burden. We carry the heavy weight, the strongholds. I wasn't there when Adam fell into this great sin, great wicked. I wasn't there. You wasn't there. None of us were there or was there. But today we carry the pains. That affliction spread. It's like kind of Ebola virus, like kind of a COVID-19 or antivirus or COVID-19. It spread to you and me, pollute every organs in us. So Abiyawa put him away, send it. Says so he drove him out. Exactly. Now let's see. This is where the broken heart came from, broken marriage came from, broken vows came from. Okay, the bill of divorcement. Yes, we first received it over here. So let's press in Luke chapter 18. What am I saying? Luke chapter 4. Luke chapter 4. Okay, I will be changing this paperwork. Pig, Jesus Christ, crying out for some worship. Pig, Jesus Christ, needs some worship. Pig, Jesus Christ, crying out for some worship. Pig, Jesus Christ, longing for some worship. Oh, you pig, give it to him. You dog, give it to him. You pig, give it to him. You goat, give it to him. You pig, give it to him. For you be bought and paid for by the blood of pig, Jesus Christ. He is our second husband. And somehow, we still carry his wedding ring. Not just him alone. Snake Allah is also there. Somehow, we still have their wedding ring. This is the need I need. This is the need in it, that I must take the other one apart. We still carry their wedding rings. You see, in us. All right now. Broken heart. The heart is shattered. All right now. Look for Verses 18. The Spirit of Yahweh is upon me, because he hath anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. Listen, he hath sent me to heal the brokenhearted. So, what destroyed our hearts? Do you really? Okay, for me, I've been there. I can't even say, because when I left the father of my children, I didn't receive no heartbroken. No. Only the struggle. I alone raising 4 children. 18 years I have 4 children already. 14 years I had my first child. I was a child bride. So now, age 18, I became a single mother. So how am I going to raise these 4 kids? That was my high mountain to climb. But Abba Yahweh came through for me. He helped me to climb it. And he really indeed helped me. He's my husband. He provides for the children. Their education, their clothing, their feeding, in fact, their accommodation. Their resident. He helped me. He really do help me because he's my husband. When that imposter knocked out of the way, Abba Yahweh took over. Now, to heal the broken heart. You know, when marriage is dissolved, physically now, when marriage is dissolved, I don't know if you are able to lay hold on the first book of Adam and Eve. If you are able, go and see the conflict. Go and see the broken heart. Go and see the frustration. Go and see the suffering. Go and see the torture and the torment of broken marriage. Abba Yahweh sent them out. Adam commit suicide 5 good times, if I'm not mistaken. He will kill himself. Abba Yahweh will resurrect him back to come and dance the music. Serpent will kill him. Abba Yahweh will also raise him back. You must fix it. That is suffering. Anyways, I don't want to go ahead of myself. So, to heal the brokenhearted, where do we receive this heartbrokenness or heartbreaks? Where do we receive heartbreaks? Genesis 3, he sent us away. Now we are a naked wire. Okay? He said to heal the brokenhearted, to preach deliverance to the captives, and to recovering of sight to the blind, to set at liberty them that are bruised. Oh my Abba, who bruised us? Serpent. He bruised, where he bruised the first Adam, there he also bruised the second Adam, because he said in Genesis 3, the very first prophecy, said, the serpent is going to bruise his heel. He bruised us, he bruised Adam, he removed Adam's leg from the ground. He said, to give sight to them that, to the blind, to restore it back. Where do we receive this attack on our eyes? Genesis 3, when the woman saw, what did she use to saw? The tree, that he was good, pleasant to the eyes, and also very good to make someone wise. Genesis 3 said this. Therefore she reached out and she ate. She ate. So what did she use to see? Eyes. That is why she got blinded by the first speech of serpent. Isn't that what we are saying? Exactly. It could also be a fake husband, but people will be so blind, and the very most dangerous people you cannot, encourage or cancel. It is they that fall in love. They that are in love. The woman was so in love with the serpent. Adam was also being carried away with the love of serpent. Got blinded by the wicked, deceiving speech of the serpent. Promising them the very Godhead. Promise them heaven and earth. Just as some men will come to promise the woman heaven and earth. Only only a few years later, he will get back his love and said, no, I didn't do any longer. A broken heart. So, at the moment you are so sold in that fetish, temporary love, nobody's going to advise you. Nobody's going to counsel you. The most dangerous people you cannot at all try to cancel, it is they that fell in artificial love. Temporary. To serve for a certain season. To just use you to reach their orgasm. And after they have gotten to their orgasm, have had enough of you, now they want to test another part. That is the same part, exactly what it did. So, and we know the very heart is where the life is the very one that pump blood to every cell in you, to every tissues, every organs, your bones, your veins, your sinew, every part of you, the heart. He has four chambers of the heart. He will keep supplying blood, but when he stops supplying blood, that is where the breath is taken off. You are my heartbeat. When the heartbeat stopped, that would be the end of it. Doei, as Netherlands would say, bye. It is over. It is finished. The heart is the most precious organ that carries you and I. And heart breaks. It is a sword. It pierces through the very heart. When it pierces, it will shatter every four chambers. That is to say, no reserve. This is the pains of divorcee, divorced mate. To return back to the road you thought you closed already. To walk back again, that is backwardness, loneliness, singleness, in the wilderness, left alone, not good enough. All you thought you were doing, it wasn't good enough because you were not good enough. You want to sort for another thing entirely. Heartbreaks. So first of all, that was what I said also in part 1. By the tongue of flesh, I called divorcee. I called it heart attack, heart failure, heart disease, heart disease, heart failure, heart broken. Yes, it shut out. He break calm. He left no survivor. Touches the heart. Divorcee touches the heart. Divorcee destroy the heart. Divorcee touches the heart. Divorcee hold your breath. He sees the breath. No more heartbeats. That is what divorcee. He ravished the heart. That is what divorcee is doing. Heartbreaks. These worldly people, these sinners, that is also calling themselves boyfriend or girlfriend, sexual boyfriend or girlfriend, worldly people. When their sexual partner also left, no, she broke my heart. He breaks my heart. So this is a thing that connects the entire universe. Heartbreaks. So that was why Yahushua first of all said, he has brought healings to the heart, to the broken-hearted, because the heart is kaput, as Netherlands would say, is shattered. So let's go. Why do the enemy attack the heart? And why is the sword of the enemy still passing through our heart? Not perfect marriage. Not perfect. The sword of the enemy, which is Allah and Jesus, is still passing through the heart. It's still piercing. It's still shattering the heart. Spiritually, he has already dismantled the very heart. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 10, verses 27. Let's see Let us see.
WK Deals bij Hello TV. Scoor nu 9.
Let us see what the voice met is doing to the very heart. The voice C or the voice mate will shake the very foundation of your totality. It touches everywhere, like I said. He shook the very foundation. Every part, every being, everything in you. It is simply heart seizure. He will seize it. That was why I call it heart failure. The heart can't walk any longer. The heart, the very heart now, the very situation every heart is now, it is simply on a life support. We are using the very oxygen to survive for now, which is the very Ruach HaKodesh. Yes. Our heart is in the heart, in fact, in the heart support, life support, oxygen. A lot of spiritual mention fixed in our hearts. Yahuwah is one of it. Yahushua is another one. The Ruach HaKodesh is another one. Angels are another one. Working endlessly, endlessly, night and day, to support our hearts. Their jobs is supporting our hearts. Until this very tenor, first tenor, is finished, then Abayewa will not usher us in the very thought of his heart in the beginning. Proverbs chapter 10, let's see how broken the voice see. If you have been there, if you are once there, being a divorcee, okay, becoming single, you will understand what I'm talking about. My heart wasn't broken because I love the person. No. What do I know about love? But my heart was shattered because of the strongholds, the responsibility, the heavy load they put on me. A child was also carrying a child. 18 years old. I have to face the reality of caring for 4 whole lives, 4 persons. Me that can't, 18 years, you can't, 18 years is not even grown up to that level to carry his or herself or to carry herself. But I carried myself and carry other 4 lives. And I began to drive this big truck. Little child. Provide for 4 lives. Responsible for everything that pertained their lives. All 4. When school fees is coming like this, I'll say, Baba, I don't know where am I going to get the school fees? Am I going to be sharing my blood? My heart will be beating because they love education. A thing my father and my mother were unable to give unto me, I want to give it unto my children. I borrow to pay school fees. I sold my properties to pay school fees. I just want to see them, graduated. If I have to put my life experience, this one will spread to 3. So I won't be doing that. I just want to put it light and go my way. A time will come for all this. Like I said, it's a kind of jotted down. Proverbs now, chapter, if I have to really apply all my life experience in this journey here, the struggle, especially the struggle, that struggle part, I suffered. I really do. Oh, rather, look, what am I doing? I begin to say, what is going on here? Luke chapter 10, verses 27. Luke chapter 10, 27. We are going a long way also. Now listen. Let's see, check out the situation of the heart. Why did our heart got crushed, attacked by this wicked spirit? And some men, when they are tearing apart the heart of a woman, They don't really care that she is a weaker vessel. They don't really care that woman can handle this high level of rejection, high level of abuse, high level of hatred. They will just pour it out, so raw, undiluted. They don't really care that the heart of the woman is so fragile, needs to be cared for, needs to be pet, needs to be pampered, needs to be cherished, needs to be nourished. That your sincerity would have been her nutrients. They don't care. Some men are wicked. The way they will just see. There's one of my clients. If you see how this man shattered, I was crying because I experienced the voice. Not just I can't call my own. I can't call it the voice, but separation. But anyway, anyone can also fit if he watch it or warrant it for. Why she couldn't stand it. She not relocate back to she not relocate to UK. She was here. I was the one, I'm making her for the entire family. She had 4 girls and 1 boy. Okay, I was the one making her for all of them, all 4 and their mother. The husband just came and shattered. And this same wicked man was also having sexual intercourse with married women. How does she know? But this very, my friend, one day, because she suspected his behavior, his character was so abnormal, no caring, that is, he doesn't give no chance for the woman. The woman has said something definitely is wrong somewhere. And he locked his phone with his thumbprint until one day he got drunk. My friend took this husband of her hand and opened his phone. Oh no, what she saw was so devastating that she couldn't recover from it. Including married women, including her best friend. That this her best friend will also come to her house. She will go and carry a carton of tilapia, prepare fish, plantain, fried rice. She will welcome her. The very day this lady came, Shandarabo Sekeba. So women are terrible also. After preparing delicious, wonderful meal, all of them ate. She lives in America. She now says she can't drive. That she just want to go and lodge in a hotel. In the money, I will go back home. In a call, the very husband friend, our friend husband, please come and drive me to a nearby hotel and do a book hotel for me. That same night, the man did not come home. And come and say nonsense. They did that very day. I don't want to put life experiences. Let's just go to the royal law. But some women are also devilish. Your friend husband entered your eye. Really? That really provoked me. I said, give me her number. Is she mad? And I began to call. She refused to pick my call. I knew her. I know this very stupid woman. Wicked wench. So now my friend has said, I can't handle this. I can't. The man has said, when the wife now saw the nonsense in his WhatsApp inbox, she must say, what? Hey brother, you also say he was dating 2 married women. One is in Rotterdam, a Ghanaian woman, and one in Amsterdam. What? So she now confronted the man. Why did you do this? Instead of the man to be begging for you to know that they must write her off already. Instead of him to be begging, he now said, how dare you log into my secret? How dare you? Deal with it, because you were the one who took my privacy and make it not yours. So deal with whatsoever you see there. The woman has said, are you mad? You shattered my heart. The man has said, how dare you insult me? He beat no sense out of her. That is to say, I don't want you anymore. Just get that. That the daughter, Jane, called Politi because he wanted to strangle her. Then Politi came and threw him out of the house. Are you mad? So the news was everywhere in Burma. Everywhere. Because this woman said their husband is doing it, but I never knew. She said, 3 things breaks me down. You are dating 2 married women. She now took their numbers. She now began to call them. I'm going to report you to your husband. You are a wicked man. You're committing adultery. They got up one and I begin. 2 of them then begin to beg. We will stop. We won't do it any longer. Then the woman, a friend, as soon as she called and says, so her name is also Princess. Make Ogun kill her. Nonsense woman be princess. She couldn't handle her tears while she was calling, say, so you slept with my husband. Princess, my friend, you did this to me. Really? Where did I offend you? Where did I go wrong? Immediately, she began to lament. Her friend, Princess, dropped the phone of Mama Jane and blocked her one time. I said, give me the number. Just give me the number. Let me call her. Make her go kill her. I called. She didn't pick no phone. No call. Nobody's call. She refused to pick people's call. She not said to her husband, 3 single women, I would have pardoned. But you said the one I cannot deal with. This one, I would take this very particular one to my grave. My best friend. You see, the very day I prepare, you know how much I spent to prepare this food in receiving my friend. That same night, you slept with her. All the things you did with my friend, you don't do any of this for me. Anyways, I don't want to apply too much here. Let's go. So that men are wicked. And some women are also wicked. Some men, no, I'm not generalizing it. Some men, I'm sorry to say men, some men and some women, they are so devilish. In fact, they are the seed of serpent, doing the will of their father on this very ground called a marriage. Let's go. Luke chapter 10, verses 27. And he answering said, Thou shalt love Yahweh thy Elohim with all your heart. A heart now that is in heart life support. How can you love Yahweh? And with all your soul, and with all thy strength, and with all thy mind, and thy neighbor as thyself. You should love Yahweh. This is your totality. This is the very, foundation of your life. And Yehoshua said, use everything, fibers in you to love Yahweh. But the serpent, the wrong husband came. The fairy tale, the liars came and seduced and get that attention from Abba Yahuwah and gave it to himself. Exactly. This is broken marriage. So we see what heart does. Our heart should have been loving Abba Yahuwah, pumping that wonderful eternal love onto Abba Yahuwah's feet. But somebody stopped it. So that now put our heart now in this situation we are now. Life support, heartbroken. But Yahushua said he has come to fix it. We have done that. Where is it now? Yeah. He has come to fix it. Where am I? Oh. So we see what heart represents. Let's also go now Proverbs 4. Proverbs chapter 4. So the devil don't want us to love Yahweh with everything in us. Rather, he came, he hijacked it. He's a jacker, he's a grabber. He hijacked and grab it, he lay hold on it. Thank you, Abba. Thank you so much. Let's quickly do this. I said I forget this scripture. As soon as the Ruach HaKodesh dumped it in my heart, that was yesterday, I said I will come, okay, to just put it down. Before you know it, it slipped off me. I forgot. Since morning I'm being strongly. How am I going to get this? How am I going to get this? How? Right away, the Ruach HaKodesh, my eternal husband, just dumped it in my heart. The scripture you have been searching for. Matthew, let's see our first love. Let's lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through, not steal. For where your treasure is, there will your what? Heart be. Now see, 22. Or rather 20. Where your treasure is, exactly, that is the place your heart will be. Oh, my Abba, where is the other one? At time is, I'm running out of time. No one can love two masters. Up here. Oh, my Father, lay not you. Okay, where's the other? Where yes, the light of the body there is eye, single. The light of the body is eye. There is a place. No man can serve two masters. 24 now. For either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve Yahuwah and Mammon. The voice say, the one that is a spirit. Okay, it's a spirit and it's a date. Now, where your heart is, the royal Lord said we should love Yahuwah with every fiber, with our hearts, all our hearts. And a deity came and attacked our hearts, which is the heart attack today, heart failure, heart disease, the voice say. That's what I call it. Heartbroken, okay. Attack the heart. Now he's using it whenever you receive any heartbroken, any heartbreaks from anything of any kind. This folly deity will be jubilated because he have attacked and struck your heart again, sword, pierced your heart again. That is his glory. Because he don't want that heart to receive healing. He don't want that heart to be in a better position where life is, in order for you not to love Yahuwah, in order for you not to love Yahuwah with all your heart. He don't want you to do so. Therefore, keep fighting the heart. Heartbreaks, marriage. If you have a peaceful heart, that is where you can fix anything that is broken. In fact, you can put mountain. But when the heart is in disorderment, is in chaos, shattered, in shambles, forget about it. So the heart is where it is. So let's go now to Proverbs chapter 4. The heart is so important. It supplies life, pump blood to every cells in you. Heartbroken, marriage, broken marriage. This is what it is. This is what it is, people. Heart failure. Proverbs 4:23. Keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. He said you should guide your heart, protect your heart, because that is where it lies. But whereby you are trying with all diligence to protect your heart, a husband broke your heart, and the husband just say, I don't want a divorce. Or wife also say, I don't want a divorce. Or these filthy people, boyfriend or girlfriend, says perversion people, Your boyfriend also said he don't want. And you, the filthy woman who couldn't keep her private part intact for just one man, also say you don't want him. So everybody now is a mess in this very throne of broken heart. Broken heart. So therefore, if your heart is being broken, where is the life coming from? He said because from wealth you get life. So when your heart is shattered, where is the life? Where are you getting the life? I wasn't living for myself any longer. As soon as that idiot ended it, as soon as that idiot abandoned 4 persons, 4 lives for me to be taken care of, my life stopped existing from that very moment. He was so idiotic that he couldn't even bother for 4 precious lives he brought into this world. He abandoned all of them for a teenager, 18 years old person to take care of. That is where the struggle of my life started. Unu megata, unu mega yere, unu megata, baba mego wese, unu megata o, unu mega yere, unu megata Yahuwah mego wese, unu megata wese. How many can I say? The very help Abayewa render unto me, the service, he render unto me. Where am I going to start counting it? If not for him today, he would have been so bloody. He would have been so disastrous, would have been so bloody. Because I know what I saw. I see shege. I see fire in raising those 4 children. My life stopped existing. Only them. I was just after them. That is why I also refused to remarry. That was another reason. That was why I didn't make no child any longer. I said, no, 4 is enough. What about marriage? I said, no. I don't care for my children. I just want me and my children. That's it. Because they themselves also suffered. They suffered parental coverage. The last born was just a year and 3 months when I left. Can you imagine? The eldest was just 6 years when I left them. Can you indeed imagine? So where is parental care? Where is parental coverage? There was parental care because my money was my presence for them. Where is my presence? Where is my covering? That to that extent, the second girl couldn't even, recognize me. The day I talked to her on phone, Deborah now said, I said, I'm your mama. He said, no, you are my auntie. My mama is here. Because she was just 2 years plus when I left. I beg. I don't want to go into all this because I will be so emotional. My heart is bleeding already. I don't want to go too much in that. Let's just go and do this one and go. So that's where life is. Now, see what heart is. Another part of our heart. So we see from there the issue of life spring. And see another heart, the one they gave to man and woman in marriage. Not just in marriage, in fact, in every aspect of life. Because no more empathy. No more empathy. Let's see the one they gave us. See what they turned our heart into. Our heart that should have been so flexible, with one another, understanding one another, loving deeply one another, really be there for one another, carry somebody's burden. See what this folly deities turn our heart into. This is the heart that is serving right now. Jeremiah 17:9. The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can no eat. When the man, like this very nonsensical man, how he treated his wife, that they left Netherlands November 30th, 2019. She was crying and I was crying. I began to swear for this useless man. I said, the way you scattered this family, the children was crying, everybody was crying because we've been together for a very long time. We've been together for very longest time. And I swear, I said, Papa J, the way you scatter this family, this is how God is going to scatter this is how God is going to scatter your life. Everybody was crying, including the children. And the priest says, we are not going to see you anymore. We will be missing your service. They were crying, and I myself was also crying. Very wicked heart. Self-centered human being. But what are we saying? It is the perverseness in marriage. It is the destruction, okay, wrought by this fully dated, the Jesus and the Allah. They are the one that dismantled marriage and make it so ugly now. I keep hearing some people on the street and say, if marriage exists because of me, I defied that order. What am I going to do with marriage? I don't need it. I don't just need it. So the heart now is really deceitful and very wicked. We are still on point 2. I don't think I will be spending too much time on the other one. Oh, my Father. Because I want to be done with this so that on the Shabbat, we will look into another aspect of this very wonderful segment. It is expose, okay? Expose what matters the more to our heart. This is how Yahushua is healing our hearts. So what could the other one be? I read Jeremiah already. Matthew 19 verses 8. This is the heart that is functioning in marriage. It can't pump blood the way it ought to be. It's not pumping no blood. It's not supplying no blood. In fact, some organs is decaying, is dying now in marriage. Matthew 19 verses 8. He saith unto them, Moses, because of the hardiness of your hearts, suffered you to put away your wives. But from the beginning, it was not so. Who hardened their heart? Who turned their heart to be a stony heart right now? Because man is the problem. Because you took the seduction speech of these wicked folly deities as your lifestyle or a thing one needs to look into, and that makes your heart harden. Now let's see who did that. The heart is so deceptive, very deceptive, very, very wicked. Who can fathom the heart? How can a married man will also be having sexual intercourse with a married woman? That's not a wicked heart. Papa J, you fit for this very narrative of mine. You fit for this segment. Your heart is so wicked. When the woman was showing me text message, look at what he's saying to. Okay, Princess was another married woman. Yeah, 2 of them. I'm sorry. But now you're going to be saying white man is not human being, isn't it? Princess married to a white man. I was also a hairstylist. She married to a Netherlands man. Plus the Ghana woman that also married to Ghana man. That one lives in Rotterdam. Princess her husband lives in Amere. This wicked man will have a sexual intercourse with 2 married women. Princess was also Mama J's friend. Look at the nonsense. When I saw this, I said, I beg, stop. I don't want to listen to this nonsense. This is dragonic voice. He was saying that same night, before she came to visit where Mama J prepared food, fried rice and salad and tilapia and plantain for her to eat. Before she came that very day, This very wicked woman and Papa J has been chatting. Look at what Papa J said. Fair. After we finish eating, I'll just drive. He even booked a hotel already. I'll drive you straight to the hotel. I'm going to lick. I will lick your vagina, and I will lick it everywhere. It's going to turn white. I will lick it from black to white today. And that is the thing he wasn't doing for his wife. He said, I'm going to use my mouth to wash every part of it. He said, get ready. Today, hey, your vagina is going to be so white. I'm going to bleach your vagina with my mouth. I'm going to wash it. When Mama J we explained, I said, please stop here. She was crying. Princess is not doing this for me. He's doing it for my friend. Wicked heart. Is that a marriage? Let's read. See the person that ushers in, that makes hardens our heart, that makes it to be wicked, and that put us now. That is why this is the heart failure, people. This is the heart attack, and this is the heart disease, and above it all, this is the broken-hearted. This is what shattered the heart. It breaks it into. Do you understand? Broken. Our heart is like glass, very fragile. Egg, very, very fragile. Today, something make it so hard. So because of the hardiness of your heart, you suffer yourself to put your wife away. You separate yourself from yourself. Isaiah 14 verses 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didn't weaken the nations? It weakened their heart. 13. For thou hast said in the heart, I was sent into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Jehovah. I will sit also upon the mount of congregation in the side of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will make myself like the Most High. So you see what was going on. This is the wickedness. Man will see a woman now. Married man, to be precise. Married man, not that it's also good for the single man, because sex was given for marriage. Okay, it's not for boyfriend or girlfriend. This wicked deity also taught men how to be sex perverse. Okay, perverseness. Okay, they are the one that ushers in same-sex, bestiality, bisexual, adultery, fornication. What they call the other one, a woman in a husband, a woman having two men. What they call it? I will remember also. Polygamy. They were the one also ushers in polygamy. What was the other one? I forgot the side of the woman. One woman having two husbands. What they call it? Oh my Abba. What is it? Anyways, you understand what I'm trying to convey already. So now let's go. You see what was going on in his heart. He just sat down. Wickedness now began to overflow in his heart. He now began to pump death. So people, this is where marriage heart attack came from. Broken heart. This is where it came from. So he was the one who caused this hardiness of heart, the brutality, the filthiness of the heart. Okay, this is where it came from. This is absolutely where it came from. Look chapter, let me see. I don't think I'm going to be reading this. Okay, yeah, this. Okay, Luke chapter 6, verses 45. Verses 45. Let's go to Luke chapter 6 now. So, divorcement came from somewhere. A good man out of the good treasure of his heart bringeth forth that which is good. And an evil man out of the evil treasure of his heart bringeth forth that which is evil. For out of the abundance of the heart his mouth speaketh. You see, the folly deities, they don't want us to love Abiyawa with all our heart. That is why they struck. That is why they attacked the heart, Genesis 3. And that ushers in this very ugly situation, present situation, marriage is today. I read that already. What was the other one? John 4, verses 16 through 19. I don't think I'm going to be reading this about this very woman that married up to 6 husbands. Do you think that was a child's play? That woman's heart is being shattered. Wicked men keep coming. Wicked men keep coming unto her to deceive her. 6 men in a row. 6 husbands. 6. Do you know what that heart received? Do you know how shattered, dismantled, destroyed that heart is? 6 men. 6 whole men. Deuteronomy 30. I want to quickly see that. Deuteronomy 30 verses 6. Because, oh my Abba. What am I? Where am I? Yeah. Let's quickly see that. I don't think I'm going to be reading that. Deuteronomy.
I dare you to open this app.
Time is going. So we still have 4, but we have 3 because the 4th one, I will blend it up because it's the one I wanted to just add it here, but I won't add it now the way it is now. I won't add it because we are taking that one now apart. So no need to add that one. So we have 3 still to go. Deuteronomy 30 verse 6. What was there? And Yehovah thy Elohim will circumcise thy heart and the heart of thy seed to love Yehovah thy Elohim with all thy heart. You see, and with all thy soul. You see, so the heart now is going through life support, like I said, the circumcision. He's going through now treatment, heart attack. The heart now, it is simply in the spiritual hospital, receiving a treatment. This is the situation our heart is now, receiving treatment. Okay, because if Abayawa marriage with us got attacked, sorry, every other person on earth, it will touch everybody. It's really indeed touching everybody. It's really indeed touching everybody. So you see, Abayawa said, I will circumcise the heart. So this is the treatment the heart is going through now. That same Deuteronomy chapter 10 verses 16. It's giving healing now. This is the healing Yahushua brought. Hallelujah. Circumcise therefore the foreskin of your heart and be no more stiff-necked. What am I saying? Be no more stiff-necked. Oh my. I rebuke you, Allah. Don't start again. Stiff neck. Okay, let's just leave it like that. Not tired. Look at what I'm trying to pronounce. I'm strongly here. So now, Abayawa said we should remove those excess luggage. And that exactly stiff-necked. Stiff-neck. Oh my. What is going on? Stiff-necked. Okay, now let's leave it like that. You know what I'm trying to convey? I don't want to do and spend all my life explaining what stiff neck, neck, whatever. Stiff neck, I don't know. I don't tire. So we should take it off. That is excess luggage. Indeed, it's not needed. John 2, okay. Joel. Yes. Yeah. I will be ready here, of course. This is how we worship big Jesus Christ. Come on now. This is how we worship him, big Jesus Christ. This is how we truly worship. And this is how we do it, big Jesus Christ. Big Jesus Christ. Now listen, Joel chapter 2 verses 13. And rent your heart, not your garments. Come on now. Rent your heart. So the heart is the problem. That is why marriage is not working. The gallbladder and the sword of the wicked one, wicked ones, pierce through the heart. That is why, no empathy. If they want to end it, both party, both my gender And they want to end it, they just go one right away. They will forget all the materials of love they once used to build this very love. They will forget every single thing. They won't remember anything of it any longer. They will just end it, pause, boom, one time, back on the street of single man and single woman. Rent your heart in order for it to work, because the gallbladder is over there. Colossians 2:11. What was also there? The scripture is also many. Rent your heart. Tear it. Remove it. Disagree with that wicked spirit. But what are we saying? Our heart is in the spiritual hospital receiving treatment now as we are talking. Because Yahushua has come to heal the brokenhearted. And where our heart we are scattered, that is where I just take us through, because I mean what send us out of his presence. 11. Colossians chapter 2:11. In whom also ye are circumcised with the circumcision made without hands, in putting off the body of sins of the flesh by the circumcision of Yahushua HaMashiach. I think Romans chapter 2, where is it? 29, rephrase it. Luke 18. Okay, only that one. Okay. Romans, let's do Romans now. So Yahushua is circumcising our hearts. In the spiritual hospital, we be admitted. It's taking us through in order for the signal to return back, empathy to return back, sanity to love to return back, healing to marriage to return back. Yes, that's exactly what Yahushua HaMashiach is doing right now. Now, Romans chapter 2, 29. But he is a Jew, which is one inwardly, and circumcision is that of the heart. Circumcision is that of the heart. But he is a Yahudi, which is one inwardly, and circumcision is that of the heart, in the spirit, and not in the letter, whose praise is not of men, but of Yahuwah. Say the circumcision now is of the heart. Heart circumcised. Luke 4:18. Yahushua said, I have come to heal the brokenhearted. I pray in the mighty name of Yahuwah that before we get into the new kingdom, every couple spouse that is going through this affliction, sword of the enemy passing through their heart, or divorced single mother like I myself, I pray that Yahushua HaMashiach touches your heart. Remove God blinder, remove the sword of the enemy, remove the pain and the sorrow from our heart in the mighty name of Yahuwah. I pray healing to the heart. I pray the mighty pierced hand of King Yahushua HaMashiach, who is restoring the fallen kingdom, touches our heart. Though for me, I've already received healing by his grace. But I pray for you, my sister, that is still going through the pains of the voice. I pray that Yahushua touch your heart, that your heart receive healing, in order for blood to be pumping to every cell in your body. Because from whence the heart, the issues of life comes from. That is Proverbs 4:23. In Yahuwah's mighty name. So quickly, let's spread now to 3. What the voice is doing to our totality. Proverbs 18, verses 14 and 15. What is it doing? We see how he poured the condition he put the heart. Heart attack, heart failure, heart disease. The heart is sick. When the heart is sick, it affects every part of the body. So divorcee, we see heartbroken. It is heartbroken, okay? Break the heart, heartbroken. Broken-hearted. We see what it divorcee, how he's broken the heart, breaking the heart, okay? And when your heart is breaking, it can't function anymore. It can't. He can't do his duty anymore. Where is Proverbs now? He can't really function. Because the heart is sick. Depression, frustration, sadness, sorrow, trauma. You will see it as a dream. Am I really dreaming? Is this happening? Is it true? Is it really gone? Is it not going to reconsider? Or is it coming to, call me back so that we work it out again to fix it back? Or is it gone forever? So the heart is going to be working excessively because you have a lot of blood, high blood pressure, depression. Proverbs 18:4, the spirit, what am I saying? Okay, the spirit of a man will sustain his infirmity, because now the heart is sick, infirmity, okay? But a wounded spirit, who can bear? Who? Let's see. 15. The heart of the prudent gets knowledge, and the ear of the wise seeketh wisdom. So our heart, the wicked one, okay, he refused our heart to be in the very level or the state Abayewa put it. Therefore, you are not getting knowledge. Therefore, that will also bring about the daft. That will also make your ear to be daft. You can't hear the voice, actual voice you should have been hearing in the name of the voice of love. No. And no more wisdom. You are not going to be wise. Now you're going to be so nice. Where do we receive all these three? Genesis 3, where marriage received attack. Genesis 3. Now let's go back to 14. The spirit of man will sustain his infirmity. Because now the heart is sick, heart disease, but a wounded spirit. Who can bear? You see, as soon as your heart receives this attack, it will spread down to your spirit. And this is the part that was dead or that is dead in you. As soon as you divorce, as soon as you go through those trauma process of divorce, you are trying to process it. This is the part where you are living this very marriage. It's like something is dying out of you. It's like somebody is dead. It's like you lost somebody. Not it's like you lost vital information. This one is going to be part of you all the days of your life. My broken marriage experience. My experience, the trauma, the frustration, the depression, the sadness and loneliness and sadness and sorrow. They also affect children. As our heart is broken, the children's heart is also broken. Like those children, Mara was... Jane, we were crying. They called me on the video call inside the flight on their way now to UK. They couldn't handle. The woman couldn't handle. She couldn't handle that trauma. She said, no, I just want to go away from this toxic environment. I don't want to live in Netherlands anymore. I just want to go away. That was how this make her, the pace of the voice make her leave Netherlands. Everybody was crying. Now she's back on the street, single woman. The other day when she called, she was showing my boyfriend. I said, no, you shouldn't have. I said, Princess, I'm still young. I said, boy, you should. Because they are the same. Let me go. We are going a long way. So now, so when the heart is sick, the infirmity is the heart disease. Now it's going to wound your spirit. And when living this environment, you felt in your body, in your marrow, that something died out of you. It is your spirit. The spirit is gone. This is what is wounded. Genesis 2, verses 17. Wounded. wounded spirit. Genesis 2:17. Let's see. But of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil thou shalt not eat. For the day you there, he came with a tag price. You shall surely die. So what died right away? The spirit. Genesis 3. They ate. And what did they eat? Death. Genesis 3. Now the serpent was more subtle. Wicked, so wicked man. They are serpent in human form. So they ate in Genesis 3. The day you touch this tree, you shall surely die. Not maybe. And we see Abiwa put it in this manner, the statement. Abiwa stated it in this manner. You shall surely die. Let us see. This is the divorcee. This very person is a name. Divorcee is a person, is a name of a deity, wicked spirit. Now see, when the serpent came, verses 3, but of the tree, the woman is explaining her life now. They are having dialogue. They are debating the royal law. We ought not to debate anything that has to do with what shelter us, our love, our divine protection. We don't debate it. You don't bring the third party into it. She was debating, but the man was there. Verses 4. The woman said, Abiwa said, we shouldn't touch it at all. We can eat every... Okay, but of the fruit of the tree, which is in the midst of the garden, Yahweh had said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. 4. And the serpent said unto her, and the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall surely not die. Abiwa said, surely you shall die. The serpent said, you shall surely not die. It deceived her, and she ate right away spiritual death. Their spirit cut off. Abiwa chased them away. That is death. What is death? Death simply means separation from Yahweh. That is what this word death simply means. Absence of Yahweh. Right away, death occurred spiritually. Now, Genesis 4, physical death occurred. Abel murdered by the seed of serpent. Because this is wounded spirit, you can't handle. Nobody can revive it. It takes he who created the very spirit to revive the spirit back. Who can bear? Who? Which medication? Tell me now, which therapist? Who is going to talk you out from the grave? Because when you left marriage, something died out of you. I say, this one death can put asunder. It is simply ancient memory that refuse to let us go. You and I, we carry the struggle to death and burden. So this is what dead out of us. Exactly. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verses 26 said the last enemy to be destroyed, it is what? Death. He still holds the spirit. He still tormenting the spirit. Have you ever come to this kind of ground in the spirit scene that serpent is fighting you? Somebody is fighting you. People attacking you in the dream. That is your spirit. Still in their possession. And have you ever also seen yourself in this arena whereby somebody is having sexual intercourse with you? That is your spirit. It is in their camp, making you now one with them. Death appeared in Genesis 3 unto marriage. And marriage accommodates and receives death. And that is the reason why no marriage is functioning exactly the way it ought to be. When he shows up, as he shows up in Genesis 3, he shows up in every seed of the man and the woman. We are their posterity, their offspring. We came from them. So it is still going on today. The spirit making you one with them. They are the one banging you. Wicked spirit. They want your spirit to perish with them. But the last enemy to go down, it is simply called death. Now, that same 1 Corinthians chapter 15 verses 50, look at what it is. Flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of Yahweh. So what is going to be inheriting the kingdom of Abba Yahweh? It is simply the spirit. And a wounded spirit, this spirit got wounded, got crushed down through the infirmity of the heart. Heart disease, I called a broken marriage, broken vows, divorcement. It is simply heart disease. The heart is in this position of a stagnation. It's not functioning the way it ought to be. It is simply in the life support, and therefore that is going to spread down to the spirit. That is going to wound the spirit. That is going to crush down the spirit. Exactly what you feel, baby, it is real. What you felt when you left that marriage, that something died out of you, it is simply real. It feels the spirit. The spirit. The spirit. Oh, Shandalabo Sekeyaba. Flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom. 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verses 15 and 16. Said, he who joined himself with high lords is now one body with high lords. High lords. High lords. Now you the voice back on the street again. Like Mama J. Now I'm single. Having sexual intercourse with another man. And the royal law said it is simply adultery. Because two becomes one. This wicked spirit shattered and destroyed that marriage, and I put both of them now on the street. Go and be polluting yourself with all pollution. He that joined with harlot is now one body. And he will be right there waiting for you on the street as a single man, as a single woman. Because now he has already succeeded in dissolving a thing that looks like a canopy, wants protection over you, wants covering, wants respect, wants love, wants union, holy union. He has already succeeded putting stop to that. Now you are back on the street. Go and do what is needful. What would that be to him? Prostitute. Fornication. Because according to the royal law standard, the husband still live and the woman still live. He said they both ought not to. But the man moved on, the woman also. Oh, Shandala Bosiki. No, again, according to the royal law standard, yes, when the man commit adultery, yes, just go and divorce him. You have the right to marry, but not to boyfriend and sexual girlfriend, no. Revelation 20 is the final divorcee. The second death. Revelation 20 verses 50 says, whosoever name is not found written in the book of life will be thrown into the lake of fire. It's a lowly ground, people. It's a ground where everybody mind their business. It is a ground where nobody feel for nobody. Why? Because everybody is taking their punishment. No one is going to come to console you. No one is going to tell you, oh, sorry, don't worry. Nobody will be there. Nobody's there for nobody. Everybody focus on their punishment. That is the final divorce stand and ground and throne. Lowliness, link of fire. So this is the second death, link of fire. It's horrible. Revelation 20 verses 15. Okay, that's where I just quoted. Revelation 1:10. John said, I was in the spirit. For you to see Yahweh face to face, you must be in the spirit. Now, question mark. Now that your spirit is being captivated, imprisoned in the other world of lowliness, your flesh and blood cannot see Yahweh. Come on now, baby. And the spirit that should have been seeing Yahweh is simply seeing another deity who joined himself with you. That is why when you divorce, just remain like that. You don't need it. Because it is the most vulnerable moment for this wicked spirit to strike you now, to join with you and fling you down to the pit, which is the eternal link of fire. Don't join with him. Don't just join with him. When somebody divorces, it is time for more calculation. It is time for you to be more smart, more clever. You see that woman with 6 husbands. What is chasing after her? Does that really mean your happiness depends on a man? You can't make yourself happy by yourself? Why must you be, changing husband in your waist as if you are changing your apparel? What happened? Why can't you also give yourself a break? From one heartbreak to another heartbreak. From one heartbreak to... What is that for? 6 old men. And none of them got it right. And none of them is her husband. Yehoshua said, you have married 5 husbands before. And now the one you are also staying with is not also your husband. Yehoshua is not saying you are having a boyfriend. It doesn't condone that nonsense. The one you are also married to now, the one you married to now is not also your husband. The woman said, yes, you are right. I know. So why did she say so? Because history is playing out again before her. Heartless men, wicked men, surface again. They are just the same. Character. They are playing on our vulnerability. Devil keeps sending the wrong man that is so heartless and soulless. And she keep entertaining them. She keep welcoming them into her life. What is chasing you? Make yourself happy. Be self-sufficient. Love yourself. Work on yourself. And make yourself happy above all. And let the Ruach HaKodesh takes over. That is the only way the broken spirit, the broken, wounded spirit will be resurrected back to life. If that same spirit that raised Yehoshua from the grave indwells you, he that raised Yehoshua from the grave will also raise you. He is the one raising our spirit that has been arrested in the dry land. So this is the causes of divorce. Divorcement will touch every part of your life. Revelation 4:2 said I was in the spirit. So in order for you not to be in the spirit, this demon will capture that spirit. They will attack, they will hijack that spirit and tie themselves with your spirit. That is why you see yourself in the spirit. Somebody is having sexual intercourse with you. That is to say, demon has already joined himself with you. It is your spirit, not your flesh. They are working out with your spirit. John 4:24 said, Abba Yahweh is a spirit. And Yehoshua seek for those who will worship him in spirit and what? In truth. John said, I was in the spirit. He was flew into heaven. Only your spirit is needed. Yahweh don't entertain flesh and blood. Okay? I was in the spirit. Now, He said those who worship will simply do it in spirit and in truth. But devil will capture the spirit in order for you to be living in the flesh. Leave you not half dead. Okay, I will be reading this one. Revelation 3:1. It said, you think you live, but you are dead. So what died out of that person that think that, oh my Abba,
Just download the app and you can.
that they think they live, it was their spirit. Their spirit is dead. Wound the spirit. Who can bear? Can you fix it? So what therapist will be able to talk you out of that therapy? They are therapists that will be able to give you counsel and talk you out of this graveyard. Revelation 3:1. And unto the angel of the congregation in Sardis write, these things saith he that hath the 7 spirits of Jehovah and the 7 stars. I know thy works, that thou hast a name, that thou livest and art dead. He said, you think you live. He said, but you are dead. But these people, they are alive. So what died out of them? Their spirit. Their spirit is gone. Now let's do another one. Not Deuteronomy. It is their spirit. It is simply their spirit. In Genesis 3, the spirit died. And we now see the physical death in Genesis 4. So first of all, they will kill your spirit before he will not come to physical manifestation. 1 Timothy chapter 5. So the spirit. Like I'm saying today, the entire world spirit is in somewhere. Spiritual prison. Dead. That is why marriage is not glowing the way it ought to be. 1 Timothy chapter 5 verses 5. Now she that is a widow indeed and desolate trusteth in Yahuwah and continueth in supplications and prayers night and day. But she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. So what died out of her? The spirit. He said, you live in pleasure, okay? You think you live in pleasure, but you are dead already. Even while you are alive. The prodigal son, what was dead out of him? Prodigal son. Luke chapter 15, verses 11 through 24. I will be reading just 24. What died out of that prodigal son that returned back home? Luke chapter 16, or rather 15. I'm sorry, I want to do it again. This is how we worship Big Jesus Christ. This is how we truly worship Big Jesus Christ. And this is how we should worship Big Jesus Christ. This is how we ought to worship Big Jesus Christ. Big Jesus Christ. Big Jesus Christ. The very enemy of marriage. Mock him. Spit on his face. Slap him. Curse him out. Curse him out. Curse him out. And this is how we truly need to worship Big Jesus Christ. We the elect. That's how we worship him. Luke chapter 15. Because Jesus' madness is so high. Allah is a bit reserved, but when it comes to Jesus Christ, Pepe body, Ogun will buy that demon. Oh, it was also by Allah, Jonah, in Yahweh's mighty name. Now, Luke chapter 15, verses 24. For this, my son was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found. And they began to marry. So what killed him? What was dead? His spirit. So why was he dead? He left his father's presence. So what did I first of all say? That simply means the absence of Yahweh. Separation from Yahweh. You see this prodigal son, he separated from his father's house. He now became dead. His spirit was gone. So when he also came back to his senses through the Ruach HaKodesh help, he now returned back home. So now it is called for celebration. Marriage is a beautiful thing. You just wait. I pray you make it way back to heaven. You wait and see the restoration of marriage and see the renovation healing Yahushua will bring to marriage. That was why I keep saying heaven is not a place of lust. Rather, it is a place of total healing, restoration to marriage. Marriage continue all eternity. I have already done that. All eternity. Nothing, absolutely, can kill marriage. No. Numbers 19, verses 14 through 15. 19 or so, yes. Let's quickly add that one. Then we'll proceed into the fourth one. We are on the third one. We'll be stopping at fifth. The sixth, I won't do that since I will be giving, or rather, a video. Yeah, I'll be doing that apart. 14. This is the law when a man dieth in a tent. All that come into that tent, this 10th year, this is our worship, big Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus, don't tell me you will not take this worship, eh? Don't just tell me you won't accept this worship. You must. Netherlands say mut. You must accept it because it is your worship. You're just looking for worship, isn't it? This is how we worship, eh? Big Jesus Christ. Oh, you pig, give it to him. You duck, give it to him. You pig, give it to him. You goat, give it to him. You pig, give it to him. You dog, give it to him. You pig, give it to him. For you be bought and paid for by the blood of pig, Jesus Christ. Yes, real, don't give it to him, eh? If you must worship Jesus, you must do it the way I'm doing it. The way I am doing it. The way I worship him. The way I worship big Jesus Christ. Christ from the pit of hell. Hey, I give it so boy, you bedna. I give it so boy, you be. Hey, I give it so boy, you be. Oh, ha ha ha. I give it so boy, you be. Ko wagi magbo where you walk, Mari Jesu wala. Na me na ibere mi no iruwe oko. I give it so boy, you be. Ko. So let's go. So the tent over here, it is simply the entire world. This is the law, Numbers 19:14. This is the law when a man dieth in a tent. All that came into the tent and all that is in the tent shall be unclean. 7 days. This is how we carry the burden. Adam died right away in Genesis 3. And the tent is the entire house, entire family. We are his posterity. He's not the title. So we became unclean. And if you can make it better, baby. You can fix it. If I be one marriage didn't work out, be attacked. Sorry, yours the same. It's the same. So Adam and his wife died right away in Genesis 3. The spirit, okay? This is what died of you. He said, now it became unclean. It will remain unclean 7 days, which is the 7,000 years. 15. 7,000 years. 15. Every open vessel, 1 Peter chapter 3 said we are a weaker vessel. Every open vessel which had no covering, bind upon it is unclean. The woman became unclean because she's the vessel over there. The number one is the man. He died. The woman, she became unclean where? Because she removed her covering. Because there's no more covering. Okay, serpent became her covering. She became the wife of serpent, giving birth. What do they call these people? Polyandry. Polyandry. All is polo. Polyandry, polygamy, polygyny, polo. And in the kingdom of Allah, there is polyandry. As we are speaking now, this snake serpent, Allah, there is a polyandry. Polyandry, Quran chapter 4, verses 24, polyandry. When Muslim man, the jihadists, go into battle and conquer people, take everyone you see captive, married or unmarried. And you see the very married woman right in the presence of their husband, bang that wife, bang and knock out, have sexual intercourse with her in the presence of her husband. Polyandry in the kingdom of Allah. Oh, when me Jesus me, wa me Allah me. Wa mi ni me yana mienya. Wa beg ni me yana mi o. Owe gbegbe. Iwe ni me ala mi o. Owe gbegbe iwe ni me ala mi o. Owe gbegbe iwe ni me ala mienya. Owe gbegbe ni me ala mi o. Owe gbegbe iwe ni me yana mi o. Owe gbegbe o ni me ala mi o. Owe gbegbe even the memi alamie, away gbegbe, even the memi alamie, away gbegbe, polyandry. Allah gave go ahead to be knacking a married woman right in the presence of her husband. Remember, the very first murder Moses committed, it was a thing like this, according to the book of Yeshua, I think chapter 70 or 71, verses 1 through 5. That Hebrew man was burned by the Egyptian, which is Allah people. After he tied his hand and feet, he now began to knock his wife. Oh my Abba, whenever I go there, I feel this pain. A married woman. Allah people now begin to bang nonsense out of this woman right in the presence of her husband. When Moses heard about this barbaric act, this tabulicious act, this abomination, and I said, no way. Only one thing due you: to be murdered. His hunger flip up, and he took him in his neck. He broke his neck and hide him under the sand. That is, we will come here on the Shabbat. That is the law of adultery. You must be killed. It is death penalty. Simply death penalty. Remove the covering. The woman became unclean because she took off her covering. Adam was her divine protection and covering. She removed her in and I go for serpent. And I see a lot of you removing your head today and going for the counterfeit, the duplicate. That's how I'm going to make myself like the Most High. Verse 16, and whosoever toucheth one that is slain. Now we are going to the serpent side. We see the first side was for the man. You died right away. You became unclean. Adam ushers brought in uncleanness into the family. And the wife, through the help of the wife, she removed the covering. And said the third party. 16. And whosoever toucheth one that is slain with a sword in the open fields, or a dead body, or a bone of a man, or a grave, shall be unclean 7 days. Who is that dead man that was being slain, that was slain in the open field? Who was he? It is the serpent, because the serpent was more subtle, clever than any beast of the field. Genesis 3. The field over there again, it is the entire world. And serpent is a day, say the day you touch this tree, nor eat of it, you shall surely what? Die, because that tree is called death. And it's not just a tree, it is a deity. It is Allah Himself. It is simply the holy seraphim. It is the high-ranking angel, the very number one high-rank angel in heaven. He fell. He died because he separated himself from the presence of Abba Yahweh, and he was slain by the sword. What is sword? It is the judgment of Abba Yahweh. The word of Abba Yahweh is a double-edged sword. He was slain by the judgment of Abba Yahweh. He was being thrown out of heaven. Revelation 12:7. He was being kicked out, knocked out. He became dead in the open field. So this woman went and touched. Now that he became dead, he is a dead man, is the grave. She now went to go and touch and eat of him. So this is the stronger people, this the suffering. This is the pain we carry today. 17. And of an unclean person, they shall take of the ashes of the burnt heifer of purification for sin, and running water shall put thereto in a vessel. And a clean person, this is the holy vessel, Mariam, because this is about redemption now. The first woman died, okay, because she's the heifer. Heifer simply means female cow. So this was the method of purification in the Old Testament. The very one we see in John chapter 2 in the wedding of Cana, from where Yahushua first of all gave them wine to drink, water changed to wine, to cleanse their inner man, to cleanse their eternal. That is where Yahushua started walking his way from marriage. Start his journey from marriage, okay? So the holy vessel, the first one we see is put in the holy vessel, which Yahushua, the author of life, we are put in the womb of the woman, the holy vessel. I take 18 now. And a clean person shall take hyssop and dip it in the water and sprinkle it upon the tent and upon all the vessels, upon the persons that were there, and upon that touched a bone, or one slave, or one dead, or a grave. And the clean person shall sprinkle upon the unclean on the third day and on the seventh day. This is the first and second coming of King Yahushua. We are expecting now the seventh day, which is the eternal complete restoration to marriage. And on the seventh day, and on the seventh day, he shall purify himself and wash his clothes and bathe himself in water and shall be clean at even. Our clothes there represent our glory. See, is it Luke 15, where that man was stripped on his way to Jerusalem? He got attacked by armed robbers at Jericho. His garment was taken off him, stripped off him, and left half dead. That is the story of Adam. Okay, because the spirit was gone. But the one we are just seeing is just empty vessel. The very one that cannot inherit the kingdom of Abba Yahuwah. It can't. So, like I said, it's kind of jotted down. Okay, I'm done. Let's proceed now to the final scripture prior to this very third phase of this wonderful segment. Ezekiel 36:26. 36:26. Chapter 36, verses 26. Let's see. A new heart also will I give you, and a new spirit will I put within you, and I will take away your stony heart, because it is because of the hardiness of your heart that makes you put away your wife. The gallbladder that Yahweh said, I'm going to be removing it. Come on now. Your heart became like stone towards your own bone. Man is still failing on this ground like Adam failed. They are not teaching their wife. They are not raising their wife. They are not building their wife to the very standard they want her to be. Rather, they will run to Jezebel, and rather they will run to Delilah on the street. I said, if I have to be applying my own life stories, I will be, proceeding into 3. Let me quickly chip in this. There is this God, okay, that said he wanted to marry my enemy. By this time, was really much careful. He lived in Austria. Okay, his friend lives here. Okay, so when they did their baby dedication, okay, I took some picture with this couple. So, when he now came to visit this whatever, he now saw my picture. This very guy, he saw my picture. Oh, I like her. I want to marry her. Oh, I like her. I want to marry her. Oh, she's good for me. She's so beautiful. No. I want to marry her. Please give me her number. My friend now said no. This couple now said no, because we attend one church those days, global ministry. She now said no. I have to first of all tell her. When she now called me and tell me, I said okay, give him and let him call. Because this time I was still picking some interest in marriage. When he now called me, so he now began to say, I want to buy my ticket. I'm going to a ticket. I said, no, sir, you don't know me, and I don't even know who you are. It is not so. We need to take this very matter to Jehovah in prayer. But that was calling God, because this time I was a Christian. We need to take it to God in prayer. You don't even know me. You don't know who I am. And I don't know you at all. But he himself was also he's not a divorcee. I was the one on this platform of single woman. Okay. So we just talking. And I said, okay, I wanted to just go and buy tickets because I really want to see you. I don't want us to discuss this preparation on phone. I don't want to accept each other. I don't want us to accept ourselves on phone. I wanted the acceptance to be done, physically. And I said, no, it's too early. I said, no, it's too early. We need to pray. We don't know if we are meant for each other. So I wanted to pray. This time, I don't know who I am, who I was, okay? I was Christian. The ground of Christianity is to lust the totality of you. It is to lust who you are, okay? So I don't know who I was, okay? So I said, no. I said, okay. I said, let's be talking. From talking, there will be knowing each other more and more better. And I said, okay, it's good. So every day, if you don't come, maybe 3 times, 4 times, it was disturbing me with calls. And I don't call. Him alone will do the calling. Then, afterwards, when he now see that he were unable to capture me, so he now began to brag now. Now he has to usher us in a materialism. I have 3 houses. I'm so well today. I built my first house in so place in Welu. In fact, my house is well known in so area in Welu. I also have some in Ego. I have some in the other place. I'm also working on some now. I'm so okay. So you don't have nothing to worried about. But he himself told me that he was a divorcee. Okay, he has 4 children also, 5 children also from 2 baby mamas, but he is no longer with them. And I said, okay, I need to look into this very, very, in fact, in a celestial level, in a very deeper level. I need to look into it. All right. So he was just, when he now mentioned White House in so place, that is my mama's area. My mama should have been the very one, Mother Vero. My mama should have been the very person, assuming she was a man. They don't give a name of a street to a woman. My mama, first of all, built a house in that street, but they didn't put her name there because she's a woman. Okay. So another Oti May came and built, so then I gave the name of that street to the first man Meanwhile, my mama was the first woman, but yet my mama was so popular on that street, being the very first woman to build a house in that community. Now, what happened? His house was really well built of a standard one. Okay, it was also a white house of a standard one. All right, so everybody knows that house. So when he was trying not to buy me through materialism, telling me that they have 3 standard houses already, and he now mentioned the most, noble one, and I said, are you Papa Iwonwome? He said, yes. Your house is so place. He said, yes. I said, you are a wicked man, sir. You are a wicked man. Why did you tell me that you are a divorcee? Your wife lives in your house with your 4 kids. They are in the house. And the woman looks so wretched, so tattered, and so unkept. Meanwhile, so you are the very man that abandoned that woman. Meanwhile, they still stayed married. But he don't care for her. He don't take care of her. He don't even bother about her. Now you are looking for a standard and a slave queen you want to marry. May Ogun buy you. As soon as he heard that, he hung the phone on me. He now called my friend and say, your friend is not serious. She's not looking for a husband. She's not serious at all. She will remain single. Then my friend now come and I said, his wife is our family friend. Mama Iwonwome, she always come to our house. Baba Yewa's grace, every one of us in that family know how to make hair. Abba Yewa is a gift Abba Yehowa used to bless that family. Mama Iwonwome will come to my sibling to make hair. She don't have money to pay. Sometimes she will come to my mama to borrow money. Mama Iwonwome, that's a make Ogun buy you. Make Ogun buy you. Okay? That is the stony heart, wicked man. You are looking for already made, but you can't make your. Why can't you just go and make your own? Build that to the standard. Invest in her. Any quality you see out there, please put it on her. I also have one brother here. The time I was going to Italy to buy this, to say I was having my private boutique. Okay, so this brother would just come to me. Anything he see in me, he will beg me to buy it for his wife. You said, Sister Princess, the way you deck, the way you are decking yourself, I beg you, this is too emotional, but I also want my wife to dress like you. Please, this thing you just used to nod yourself, this thing you used to fit yourself, these fittings, I love it. How much will it cost? I will just tell him, please, buy exactly for my wife. I want my wife to also have this. I really love this dressing. Whenever this brother see me, any dress I dress he see, he will come and meet me. Please buy for my wife. He will give me money. That is what I'm calling you to do. And not that this brother is not also cheating on his wife. Hey, this one a disaster. But still, he will still have this kind of respect for his wife. That's what I'm saying. This is the situation of marriage. In fact, this brother have about 4 baby mamas. He even got to a point, he was even asking me after I say, you the Chris. Oh, wait, Mimia, they swear for you. Where else, me? Are you mad? Even my friend, he was also asking my friend out. Almost everybody in global ministry, this guy don't knock all of them. He has already bang almost all of them. A lot of children, babies everywhere. But still he was respecting his wife. That is, I want my wife to dress like this. He married or not, is Serena one. That one even give birth to 4 children and be 3. Also for him, he has a lot of children. Anyways, but still, he was respecting his wife. Yeah, I don't know whether that one is respect or not. So what is Abba Yewa saying? A new heart also will I give you. I'm going to heal you. And remove that gallbladder away from your heart. That stony wickedness. I will pull it off. This is second station. And a new spirit. You see, they not just stop with a new heart and a new. That is, I'm going to revive your spirit. I'm going to resurrect your spirit. I'm going to be giving a glorified body unto it. I will put within you. And I will take away your stony heart out of your flesh. And I will give you a new heart of flesh. You see, repeated it again twice. When a case comes to repeating stuff like this, you will know Abba Yewa indeed mean it. Second station. Give you a perfect heart, because your heart is killed, your heart is destroyed, your heart now is sick, your heart now is, is shattered. So Abiwa said, I'm going to be giving you a new one. This is the resurrection. We see to the spirit, there is healing. He said, and a new spirit. Okay, we see the first, second point we look into, Yehoshua healed the broken-hearted. And Yahweh again said, I'm not going to be healing, I will be giving new one. That is restoration. Okay, this is, and all these items is put together for marriage sake, in order for marriage to function beautifully the way Abiwa made it to be. So let's see another area, divorcement or divorcee also touched in your body. Thank Abiwa, this one is not much. Now, Proverbs 17, verses 22. Let's see another. This is divorcee will touch every area of your body. It's like you want to pass out. It's like you can't handle it. How are you going to face this? Because it's a new page for you entirely. How are you going to walk this path again? This dark road. As I want to walk up past this one, how am I going to, walk this path? I thought I closed that door of singleness. Why am I here again? Why am I here again? You will cry and you will cry. You will cry. I said, I don't want to even put my own, because my own tears now became my drink. I bet you. It affected my two eyes today. I'm having some, a strange thing on my two eyeball. I don't know what that is, because they said too much tears can blind your eyes. I have the both. Because of tears upon tears, all my life I'm been suffering. This is why Abiyawa needs to stand up for me now, and roll away this fourth deportation of me in this mighty name. I really need help. I really, really need Yahweh's help. I really need the help of heaven, honestly. Proverbs 17:22. Let's go. This is how we worship. Big Jesus Christ. This is really how we need to worship him. Big Jesus Christ. This is your new song now. And I will put it in album. I will put it all together. I have it already, eh? They try me. Warioja. Now listen. Proverbs 17:22. A merry heart doeth good like medicine. Oh. But a broken spirit drieth the bones. You see all three is here. He said when your heart is alive, when your heart is working well, because your heart is where the issues of life is. Where is the issue? Blood pumping. Is the pumping machine. Is the chemical machine. Is pumping blood. Is selling blood. Is supplying blood. He's so busy. You know how many times your heart beats in a second? I think they say heart beats how many thousand? I forgot. I wanted to usher us in science. But sorry, I forgot it. It is your heart chambers, but it's for supplying, but taking away carbon dioxide, bringing in new flesh, new air. Supply is work is in my Abba. It is simply the chemical that is carrying you. Is the pumping machine. Is the pumping blood night and day. He rests not, because the day he will rest, that is the day confirmed death. That is where we now see this. This person don't die. This person is dead, because the heart has stopped pumping blood. Okay, so you see this divorcee, broken heart. You see it ties everywhere. Look at what he do now. When your heart is happy, he said it is a medicine. What makes it a medicine? Oh, every part, every organ will be receiving blood, but when he's sick, because weak heart, defect. But a broken spirit, your spirit is killed already. Also, dry the bones. Because when your spirit is dead, your bone. Now, we want to do the bone part. We know the vitality of bone. We know the usage of bone. We know the importantness of bone. We really, really know the super duper effort of bone. Without bone, you can't stand now. Bone is the pillar that steals the house while building. Bone is the very foundation of your life. It is the bone that make you who you are. It is simply the bone, oh Shandala Bo Sekeyaba, that stand that make you Yashel. It is simply the bone that make you walk, that make you sit, that make you lay, that make you stand up, that make you do every single thing you are doing. It is the bone. It is simply the bone. Now, divorcee also touched the very pillar that stood you as a human being. So, what are we doing? So, this is how this wicked spirit called divorcee drove it all around. I said divorcee affect your totality. It shook the very foundation of your being. The voice. You see the one we see physically, the one we are seeing with our literal eyes. You are not seeing the damage. You are not seeing the gravity the voice has done to your inner being, to your eternal. You are not seeing it, but your external, somehow you are trying to make up to fake it. But your total, your inner being suffer the most. And not just you, including children. This is what divorcee actually means. So is it a thing that is good? You see how ugly it is, how devilish divorcee is. A merry heart doeth good like a medicine to the body, but a broken spirit dried the bones. When your bone withers, the entire building brought down, collapse. Divorcee will collapse you. Divorcee will take away your sense of function, your sense of reality, or your functioning system, or your sanity. First of all, it is so hard to handle. It is so hard, so painful. So painful. Now, he said a merry heart is a medicine unto the body. Because now your heart is working. Let's see the first of all position of your heart. And this very one we honor, this is the situation we honor, a broken heart. You see, the heart is still following because that is where the issue of life comes from. Psalms chapter 16 verses 11. Thou will show me the path of life. In thy presence is fullness of joy. At thy right hand there are pleasures forevermore. Now, in the presence of Abiyewa, it is the joy the heart needs. It is simply the medicine, because in his presence it is jubilation. There is no sorrow, there is no broken heart, there is no sadness, no trauma, no negativity. It is always rejoicing. Have you ever come in contact with all those African children, also with white children, Western world children, when there's circles in their playground? You see how they laugh. It is not so. You will be laughing. That the laugh that makes healing unto you, makes life. Rejoicing, celebrating in his presence. But whose presence are we now? That is drying our bone. The very presence of the fallen deities. We are in their presence. We carry their wedding ring. That is why marriage is not functioning the way it ought to be. In the presence of Abiyewa. Well, you see, we left his presence. And that is the reason why we got crushed. Our fathers, or rather father, Adam, left the voice. He the voice Abiyewa. Okay, I also jot it here. Okay, now let's just go. In the presence. only in his presence. Anything that is in chaos will be feast over there in his presence. Whatever that is dead, resurrected. Whatever that is lost, found. Whatever that brings about this trauma, feast. The voice is going to humble you. It's going to traumatize you. But come back to his presence. That's the nature of this segment. Genesis 3:21, or rather 22. And Yahweh said, and Yahweh Elohim said, behold, the man is become as one of us, to know good and evil. And now, lest he put forth his hand and take also of the tree of life and eat and live forever. You're going to be living in eternal damnation. 23. Therefore, Yahweh sent forth him. Okay, now, therefore, Yahweh Elohim sent him forth from the Garden of Eden, from goodies, from paradise to till the ground, to suffer now. Go and suffer. Do you know how we suffer, we single mothers that took our children while we were living the destructive marriage? Do you know how we suffer? Go now till the ground. Suffer. 24. So he drove out the man. I mean, what drove them out? Divorcee. He affects the bone. He dries up the bone. He removed all those jelly things that in the center of the bone. He removed every functioning system. He said he dried it up. You see the change of order. How that is so, Mary? It is a medicine to the what? To the body. There's a broken spirit dries the bone. Yeah, it goes from one end to another end. This message. You see the reason why they fought me, that I won't do it. So where is it? But thank Abba Yehovah, we are back here again. Okay, Proverbs chapter 14, verses 1. He said the wise woman will build a house with her own hand. We need building materials. Don't build on the sand. This present situation, many is building on the sand. It will collapse. No bones. No bones. It can't stand. It can't stand the test of faith. It can't stand the test of time. It can't stand the Brazil winds. It can't really stand the rainy day, the sunny day, the windy day. He can't stand because you build on the sand. But when you build with bone, you put this wonderful structure down and put this heavy bones pillars. Oh no, the wind will beat against it. It will fall. Now, dry bones in the valley of dry bones. Do you still remember? Do you still remember? Pillars, bones. This is the important. How so important bone is. Remember the woman. For Abba, you want to build a woman, it took bone. For you to build a house, you need pillar. You really need, for you to stand, you need bones. So whereby the bone is dried up, how can you stand? Gonna collapse. You don't see stroke. Is it stroke, people? Anyways, I don't think so. But when your leg is broken, can you still walk? Ezekiel 37. It affects every part of your being. Ezekiel 37 verses 1. The hand of Yahweh was upon me and carried me out in the spirit, you see, always in the spirit of Yahweh, and set me down in the midst of the valley which was full of bones. and caused me to pass by them round about, and behold, there was very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry. Is the situation with other people? That is why marriage is not functioning. That is why marriage is not excelling at all. I still have one important one to do. Okay, marriage is not really excelling the way, of course, because divorce take place in Genesis 3. The very one that is still playing out today. Almost 99.9% marriages on earth. I cannot say all 100%, no. Because somehow, Abayewa, we still leave testimony on earth to see how perfect marriage, how marriage should have been perfect. Have you come in contact with such one? Do you have that testimony in you? For me, I haven't. I haven't. I have not seen one. No, this is what it is. Abayewa still need the bone. You see, he preserve it. Though it's dry, but he preserve it. 3. And he said unto the son of man, he said, can this bone live again? Because they are dry. And he now said, you alone, no. Okay, now prophesy. He now begin to prophesy. He called wind, he called sinew, he called the flesh, he called the skin, and breath. He now called. You see? Okay, let's read it. 6. And I will lay sinew. Okay, 5. Thus saith Yahuwah Elohim unto these bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live. And I will lay sinews upon you, and will bring you up flesh upon you, and cover you with a skin, and put breath in you, and ye shall live, and ye shall know that I am Yahuwah. Though marriage is so dry, become bone today, but Abayewa said I will fix it. You see, every aspect of marriage where divorce touches, there is a promise and deliverance and freedom and renovation to all the parts. Now it is bone, because the bone is very important. Without bone, nothing like marriage. That is why divorcees attack the bone to make it crumble. The pillar that steal the house, he destroyed it. But Yahweh said, I will make it all good again. Dry bones will come back to life. Read Revelation 21 and go and see all the pillars. Pearls are the pillars that build this very house. Beautiful, gorgeously. We are returning back there. Now the last part phase I will look into. The other one, we won't look into it any longer. I will be. He have his own title already. So now the very final part to go. It is where women divorce and men also. I call it fakey stuff. Oh, the part of suffering. Where is it? Where is the part of suffering? It's here. Okay, it could be. It could be, yeah. The part of suffering, the reality. Yes, it's the reality. Faking stuff. Suffering and smiling. When it feel like that woman, I don't know. I don't really know. If you depend on somebody to rejoice, if you depend on somebody to be happy, you are not legit human being. You failed yourself as a human being. Yes, you just failed yourself. You disappoint yourself by yourself. Because the person that is important, it is you. You must be important and be useful to yourself by yourself. Why should you depend on somebody to be happy? You can't just make yourself happy. How can that be? I am self-sufficient. I am all I need for me to rejoice. All these long years, I am on my own. That fake man Jesus Christ was also bringing to deceive me. After Abayewa chased all of them away, now I'm on my own. So when you silence the appetite of your flesh, You silence the noisome demons of your flesh. Then you will be able to re-strategize or be, oh, let me not cut my tongue. Oh, I don't tire. That is to say, then you will be able to fix your life. Then you will be able to know who you are. Then you will be able to come to yourself. Then you will be able to rearrange yourself. Then you will be able to bounce back even more powerfully. You don't need to masquerade it. You don't need to fake up. I don't want them to say that I'm suffering. That is smiling, and you are deceiving yourself. The most part I hate, the most wicked part I hate, it is this very one. One woman running from one husband into another woman. What kind of rubbish? Is that not a curse? You keep hurting yourself. You keep breaking your heart. You keep destroying your bones. You keep killing your spirit. You just keep doing yourself pains. What are you stronger for? Is marriage a license to heaven? You can still be fulfilled without marriage. You can still achieve your goals without husband or wife. You can still make it happen. You can still get to your destination without marriage. It's not a yardstick at all. It is not a license. It is not an open door. Though your body needs it. But give yourself a break. Silence the noise from your flesh. Close that mouth of your flesh. And listen to the next level in life. And that is the only way you will be able to bounce back. Check it out. Was he a wrong husband for me? Is he not my Adam? What happened? Why did I miss it? Recalculate and rethink. And this is the only way you will be able to get it right this time. Though you missed it. Give yourself a break, a longer period of time to re-strategize, to put things in order. Because when you divorce, you're going through trauma, being traumatized by what people is going to say, how family is going to see it. Oh, they're going to be calling me a single mother. That is the very moment you've been exposed to fake love again. Anyone that's going to be coming right away is a lie. Because you just want to hang on with survival, not the real thing. And not also healing. In fact, you are setting yourself up for another fire. And I thank Abba Yahuwah so much, the way he helped me navigate, escape all these fake men that were coming on my way back. 1, 2, 3. First time that man came as innocent, came as angel of light. They were all fake. All. Assuming Abba Yahuwah did not help me, maybe I would have been counting up to 5, 6 men. But Abba Yahuwah, build me to that self-worth, to that self-love. That me is me. What I need, it is me, myself. To rejoice, to function. It is only me by myself I need. I don't need nobody. Let's go now. Abba Yahuwah help me to understand the level I am now. It is level of silencing, of silence the appetite of your flesh, quench the noise of your flesh, and listen to what your spirit actually needs. Who are you? You missed it the first time. Why must you miss it again? I was not waiting for any available flight. No. In fact, the fifth man was genuine, okay? But he was a married man. What am I doing with married man? What do I? He came, he begged my grandmama, because then my grandmama was still alive. He begged my mother to. I said, for what? He's a married man. I don't need him. I need my own. This one was real. It was genuine. It was just for marriage. He saw me on the way, talked to me. I said, no, I can't, because you are a married man. I went to my grandmom, for that matter, to beg my grandma to beg. And I said, no. And my mama said, he's a good man. He's a responsible. I said, Mama, no way. He's a married man. I don't want. Let's go. Isaiah 43, verses 1. But now, thus saith Yahweh, thou created thee, O Jacob, and he that formed thee, O Yisrael. Fear not, for I have redeemed thee. I have called thee by thy name. Thou art mine. I get you back again because I'm your first husband. I have found you. And I have purchased you from the market of loneliness. This is all you need. Tell yourself the truth. Why faking it? Why using makeup to shade the tears? We are still seeing it. That's why you are still jumping from one man to another man, from one woman to another woman, because it's not working. You are not giving yourself a break. Something happened. What was that? Look into the wicked spirit that is standing by you, because it's going to be bringing people like that unto you. Until you fire him back with prayer and fasting, he will keep sending the wrong people, the wrong information. Your heart is it will keep scattering and shattering your heart. Now let's see too. When thou passest through the waters, I will be with thee, and through the rivers, they shall not overflow thee. When thou walkest through the fire, thou shalt not be burnt, neither shall the flame kindle upon thee. Stop right there. This is all you need, people. Oh, I pity for unbelievers who is going through the trauma of divorcee. How are they coping? Who is encouraging them? Who is seeing them through? Who is walking this horrible and difficult path with them? Because they will be taking it so raw. The pain is so real, the suffering is so real. Especially those with children. That was why I said the other videos I did previously, that if divorcee also have to take place, let there be no children. Let there be no children. I have to say, I have to be real. My children, I keep telling them, they don't really have that affection for me. Why? Because I wasn't in their life. I wasn't there. Emotionally, they are not connected to me. Even though I was sending money, sending things, but my presence wasn't there. I keep saying to them, because when I need something, they will just come and call me. And I said, the mother you people, I'm seeing you people is having, it is a beneficiary mother. What you are benefiting from me. But you are not really there as a child and mother. I'm not seeing that quality of oneness like me and my mother. I'm not seeing it for my children. Honestly, I'm not seeing it because I wasn't there in their life. I didn't see how they grow up. I didn't see them when they were growing up. I left them as, oh my Abba, when they were so when they were babies. So it is now I'm trying to make it up with them. Okay, before they ask me anything, okay, if I have all, I give. If I don't have, I will say this is what I can offer. So it is now I'm trying to be bond, with them. But it's not like that one, you've watched them growing 247, you are together. No. I don't think we will be having that kind of relationship anymore. We missed it. So what make us to miss it? Divorce, separation. Only Abeyewo, only King Yahushua. I don't think we'll be having that closeness anymore. I don't really think so. Now, this is what it is. Say when you pass through waters. So what is that water? Judgment. Divorce always come along with judgment. Okay, now. Okay. I will quote this one. I'm not going to read it. Luke chapter 20, verses 27 through 36. Remember, one woman that married 7 brothers. She married. Now, I want to talk about this woman, not the 7 brothers. We have already done these 7 brothers on that they were eunuchs because they couldn't fulfill the duty of a husband. They couldn't fulfill the duty or the laws of the law of Deuteronomy 25 verses 5 and 6. They all died childless. Abayewa is not playing game. If Abayewa said, okay, when the first born or whatever died, okay, to retain the wealth of the family, the woman should not go to a stranger. Okay, the younger one should come and fulfill husband duty unto her. The very first child they were born named it must be the dead brother child to preserve his name. Name it, it's just for him. Okay. Now we see none of these 7 be able to fulfill the law of Deuteronomy 25 verses 5 to 6. So they were eunuchs. So that was how Abeyewa helped me, a woman, to dig it out, the mystery. Now I want to talk about the woman. Do you know what it is for one woman to be a widow 7 whole times? So this is that is fire. So she keep lighting fire upon herself. Because you have the right to say you don't do any longer. You have the right to say, I don't do no more. This law is not working for me. Oh, this law is not favorable. It's not favoring me. This law is setting me on fire. It's not meant for me. Oh, I don't want to. I can't keep burying my husband. I don't just want. She passed through fire. She passed through water. The flame. She keep lighting herself up for 7 whole good times. This woman keep remarrying to 7 whole brothers. She married the first one. Death tore them apart. Heartbreaks. Heart failure. Heart attack. Heart disease. Blood pressure or whatever. Okay. So, all of a sudden, she ran into the second. Before you knew it, boom. That one died again. A normal psychological person will come to herself and said, I don't do anymore. 2 husbands. No way. After she finished money, she go to the 3rd one. That one died. 4th one died. 5th one died. They swear for you. 6th one died. 7th died. They swear for you, this woman. Is that not a curse on her? How can one be going through this emotional torture? I call this link of fire on earth. Indeed, this is the woman, and this is this situation many of you divorcees still going through. You can't just keep to yourself. You can't rejoice with yourself. You can't help yourself by yourself. You can't be self-sufficient. You can't be making yourself to happy by yourself. You need somebody to be there. Loneliness. Let me tell you, you see that woman that married up to 6 husbands in John chapter 4, verses 16 through 19. In fact, loneliness is her name. Because he also said, this one you are also married to is not your husband. She said, I know. Why? Because she's feeling the same negative, the same presence of the 5 she divorced already. She's feeling the same presence. She's feeling that same spirit, that same energy in the room. That same energy of loneliness. No one is taking me serious. No one is really showing me affection. They are not emotionally connect with me. They are not having caught this deep affection for me. There is a gap. There is a gap. We are in one house. There is a gap. There is a gap. There is a space. We are not facing each other. So, is it not better? You'll be alone than to be living and still you felt the weight of loneliness. So, this woman really indeed went through, this is how they went through fire. This is how this woman lit herself up for fire. This was how she did it. Oh, it's like I also missed something. What is 1 Corinthians, and what is the chapter? Oh no. I wrote just 1 Corinthians. What is the chapter? Oh no, I missed this one. I didn't write that. 23 through 30. 1 Corinthians. 1 Corinthians. Oh my Abba. Oh my Abba. Is it chapter 7? It could be. Thank you, Abba. Chapter 7. Talking about, oh my Abba. Divorce. When you divorce. Yes. Hallelujah. Walk back, go away. Walk back, go away. Walk back, go away. Walk back, go away, Baba. Walk back, go away. Walk back, go away, Rame. Walk back, go away. Walk back, go away. Walk back, go away. I say him alone know how to do it. This is the thing of Abba Yehovah. Ruach HaKodesh just remind me. You see, I just wrote it. Where is it? Oh, no. Is it clear? Yes. 1 Corinthians, no chapter. Verses 23 through 30. You see? It is 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verses 23 through 30. It will speak on when you divorce. The woman stay on your own, the man stay on your own. Okay. Except the only way you will be remarried when it's of adultery. But if it was for any other thing, no marry, just stay. Stay on your. This woman refused to stay. Husband died. She refused to just close her leg. Now let's do the days of fire. Let's do fire and water. Marriage, divorces separated from the one you thought you were sold in love with. Tearing that love apart. It hot than fire. Fire is lit all over you. It's like you are drowning the loneliness. It's like you are in ocean drowning, crying out for help, Fetch me out. I'm drowning. Don't let me drown. I'm going. Yes, that is the tears. But at the end of the day, if you stand your ground, like Apostle Shehu said, whom you call Paul, 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verses 23 through 30, stay on your own. Hold on. Hold on. Don't rush into another one. Because the same spirit that couldn't allow your first marriage to work is still right there. He knew he will strike you again. Come on now. He will flog you again. He will beat you again. If it is death, don't rush into it. Still stay as a widow. In fact, stay all your life as a widow. It is much better. Because that wicked spirit is still right there. If it is divorcee, hold on. Because that devil that breaks the first one is still right there to break the second one, to break the third one, to break the fourth one, until you give up in life. That is fire. Though, when it happens from the first one, honestly, you are in the midst. In fact, you are in the ocean, drowning. Because the cold is real. The pain is real. The suffering is real. The shame is real. The gossip, you're going to be the talk of the town. It's going to be breaking news in your family, breaking news among your friends, breaking news on the street. Some indeed is going to sympathize with you. Why some is going to mock you, ridicule you, use it to mock you. You know, the heat is going to be blowing from all four winds of life. But you will overcome. Don't let that make you to rush into another one. Where I once lived, exactly what the woman did. The man just left. Only 3 weeks, she brought in another man. And I said, sister, this is not what you need for now. Give yourself a break. I don't know what is wrong with these women. Give yourself a break. She will not taking my counsel. You don't need this man because she's the Uber. This woman, she's driving Uber. She called this person out from, a client. That one was talking to her, and they said that one even used one language for her. That she now brought that language to me to dissect it, to digest it for her. She were unable. That was why I said in the beginning of this very message that the most dangerous people you ought not to give counsel to advise, it is people that fall blindly in love. You can't talk them out. Only 3 weeks. Your husband left. You don't know if he will return back or not. You started flirting already. When she not told me, and I said, sister, it's too early. No. She said I slept with him already. I said, really? And he said this is the language he used for her. When I was searching for wife, where was you? Where were you? Excuse me. When I was searching for a wife, where were you? He said, Princess, I can't fathom this English. I couldn't possess it. He said, this is the language. Where were you? When I was in search of a wife, where were you? And I said, sister, it's a very clear statement. He is letting you know right now that I am not in search of a wife. That I can't take you as a wife. That I have a wife already. I don't need you. Maybe because you were crying, therefore he has to give you his shoulder to put your head. Temporary service. Since you couldn't comfort yourself, you couldn't help yourself, you couldn't do it by yourself for yourself, therefore, let me use my penis to do it for you now. And this nonsense relationship ends in a very disastrous way. Now, where this same person, because this woman, she's driving Uber, like I said, I rented a room in an apartment, okay, we will live it together. So she brought this very person, this guy. It's also a Nigerian guy. to be precise, from my place also. Okay. He stays in the UK. It was once a year, but he now relocated to UK. So he came to do one or two things here. So she contacted this one to come and carry him as private Uber. Now, afterwards, this brother is returning back to UK next morning. So his friend, where he lived, the place of his friend where he stayed, okay, was a bit far away from Schiphol. So this woman has said, he now brought him to the house because that was the first time I saw this very girl. So she now introduced me to the girl and said she's my family sister. She just introduced me as, he said she's my sister. We are one family. The brother now begins, the brother now say, wow, she's so pretty. She's like all this princess in the palace. Uvi. He now say, oh, you know, Uvi, don't bow no you. That was the language Vincent used for me. He said, you are like this, you are like princess in the palace. Oba said, display your beauty here. I don't know if I will be able to break this in English. Display your beauty. Uvindo bawe no hiyo. Shakara also. Display your beauty. Front your beauty also. Okay, display it also. Okay, let's leave it there. Then I burst into laugh. I said, brother, you are funny. You're welcome. Or nice meeting you. Okay, nice meeting you. I said, he's Vincent. Okay, fine. That's it. That was it. I entered my room. Because she came to call me and said, this is the guy. Oh, brother, I was okay, fine. I entered my room. So, that same day was on Sunday. She now went to church. She asked the brother to follow him. The brother said, no, I'm not coming to church with you. Okay. She left. So that day I have to do cleaning. I started cleaning from the kitchen. So the brother now went to meet me. He now came to meet me in the kitchen. And I say, he now began to tell me, say, my sister, you are so beautiful. Are you single? I say, yes. Do you have, so in that began to ask me a few things about my life. He said, do you mind me taking you out? I said, no need to take me out. We are one family. I said, for you to take me out to go and be, spending that money outside in restaurant, why can't you just give me the money? Let's cook for the entire family to eat. I said the money you will use to take me alone out, it will feed the entire house. Because this lady was having four. Be 3 or 4. Yes, one of this. I will remember Daisy, David. Okay, 4. 3 boys, 1 girl, 4. Okay. So I said, let's just use it to cook, all this. Let me go and carry a carton of tilapia and we'll buy plantain. Let's enjoy. Let's do the enjoyment here. He said, no, I want to take you out privately. He said, women, you people, your mind, women's mind. He said, you women, your mind, we just fly to a restaurant. He said, no, I want to do shopping for clothes. I want to shop clothes for you. I said, brother, don't bother. I have. Why must you buy me clothing? I have clothes now. I have shoes. I have a lot of them. I said, no, if it is that one, don't bother. I won't be needing it. If it is food, just bring the money. We cook it here. So, women are smart and I begin to calculate, what is he trying to do? What is the meaning of this? Lo and behold, when he now see that there was no way out, he now come to me. He said, he is a divorcee, and he now begin to ask me a few things about myself. I said, yes. I have children 4. He said he have 2. And he said he brought his wife in the UK and all that. He's going now through the process of divorcee. Okay. And I said, oh, you can still fix it back. Don't write it off. You can still fix it back. I said, no. You can still make it work, brother. What is the problem? Tell me the problem. And let's see if you are the problem or the wife. He said the wife is the problem. She spent too much. I earned so amount, about how many thousand, because it's an engineer. He said his did about 10,000 pounds. The wife will just take and buy a lot of gold. He said everybody know her in their area. They call her Madame Gold. He said the way she's spending the money, no, that is not a wife. So that is not a wife. That is the reason they are going through this divorcing or whatever, because said that always creates confusion in the house, because he is the one working the money. And I said, okay, it feels like this, I don't know what to say, you know. So afterwards, he now said that that is the reason I'm trying. He said, because as soon as I see you, okay, as soon as my heart convinced me that you are the one. I said, me. I said, God forbid, though. I can't be the one. I can't be the one. Because he did not know that this woman told me already that she slept with him. I said, no, God, that can't be me, brother. What is the meaning of that? He said, no. He said, what am I talking? Oh, you don't want to marry? I said, no, I don't want to remarry. No. I said, I've married. In fact, God is my husband. I'm married to God already. So in my heart, I begin to say, oh, this sister, is she lying? But I didn't say a word. I just struck it at one time. So afterwards, he now said that, okay, please, okay, we are family now. Can I have your number? I said, okay, fine. I gave him my number. That's it. So we now begin to talk, just normal talk now. So afterwards, he now said, please, everything I discuss with you, I beg, don't tell Mama Daisy. That is the one he was sleeping with. The one that just left her husband 3 weeks ago. Don't tell her. And I said, okay, no problem, I won't tell her. Therefore, I keep my mouth shut. So afterwards, and I begin to calculate. But Mama Daisy told me that they have already done something. Why is he telling me this nonsense? I quiet. I said, okay, since he said I shouldn't tell her, okay, I mind my business. All of a sudden, this nonsensical he-goat now beginning to test me. When he left to UK, he now begin to send me message. How he feel about me, how he is not sleeping, how he is missing me, how he is this, how he is that. I said, what? I didn't reply. He sent that message, I did not reply. He did it again, I didn't reply. When the message keep coming to my inbox, I got offended and I said, enough. I didn't still reply him. And I said, sister, come. I can't keep this and I can't handle this. Can you just tell your boyfriend to stop sending me nonsense message? Can you tell him? This time relationship is not still 1 month. Your husband left 3 weeks ago. You brought another man just 3 weeks ago. Another man, you sleeping with another man already. On top of the same month. This same man, this woman you introduced onto him as your family sister. Family. This useless man now beginning to talk to me. I said, sister, warn him, eh? I will insult him. What did he take me for? Is this house red light? You slept with one woman in this one house already. You are also asking the other woman out. Assuming I was not a chaste woman, decent woman. That day he said he want to take me out. So I will go and flirt myself with him. If I was a loose woman, if I wasn't a reserved and a chaste woman, that is what he would have been doing. That is what he wanted to do. He wanted to sleep with 2 women in one house. I said, sister, he provoked my spirit. Sister, invite Vincent, come back. Tell him to come back. I want to slap him in your presence. She now began to beg me. I said, what is the meaning of this? Look at the nonsense text message this guy is sending to me. Whereby he has sexual intercourse with you already. So what is it for? I said, sister, I beg, invite Vincent, come. I want to beat nonsense out of him. You don't do a thing like that. I said, now I see he is the problem. Why his marriage is not working. So Mama Desina cried her life. She cried her life. Well, I said, sister, you see, you were asking for healing. That is, you are not asking for healing. You are just asking for relief. You were just so quick to lay your head in another man's shoulder. He gave his shoulder, just want to use it, to cash cruise. Now he has already entered you. Look at what, if this man really respects you, why must he be talking to person? You both live in one house. Did you see how he disrespected the disrespecting is so alarming. It's so alarming. Now what did this woman do? The next day, this woman had come to me. She cried life. Heartbroken again. 3 weeks ago, you receive one. Again, you receive another. Boom. In the next morning, you know what this useless she-goat, smelly fool told me? She said she was in a dream. And she now saw me. And I began to make hair for her. It's afterwards, Vincent now came. And Vincent's eyes was full of all this sun dust in his eyes. He said, therefore, me now told her to take a water and wash Vincent. Wash him. He said, me, I was not the one telling her to go and take water, to come and bathe Vincent, and to come and remove all those sun dust in his eyes. He said it was so dirty. He said, me. I said, sister, that wasn't me. This dream you are talking about is provoking me. That wasn't me. It is the devil using my face to masquerade, to deceive you. Sister, not me. God forbid. So, this woman now come and say, princess, the way it is now, I beg and please join me to pray. This man promised me marriage. I said, but the English you told me, that wasn't promised marriage. Where were you when I was in search of wife, which means I don't need you? And meanwhile, he is begging me to marry him, which means you are not good enough for him. So she now said, okay, okay now. So, and I said, call him, let him come. Let's address this thing before Vincent. Let Vincent come. He said, no, I will not tell him. No, he will run away if I just tell him. I said, okay, sister, since he said you will not allow us, including one of our friends called Tina. Now I said, no, this is not good. We need to bring Vincent here. Why are you addressing 2 women? Why do you want to have sexual intercourse with 2 women in one house? Even though this person you slept with told you this very person is my family. Why did you do that? Bring him. Even our best friend was also of opinion of bring Vincent here. Let we address this thing before he's present. Mama Daisy or Mama Triplet were begging us and saying, no need for that. He will run away. It is prayer. It is prayer. I say, you see, this is a stone coming about to hit your eyes. You say you will still pray. And you have a grown-up daughter. And this kind of a man will sleep with you and sleep with your daughter. You are not even afraid. He said, no, he can't do that. He can't do that. It's prayer. He told me he loved me. This and that. This is red flag. She wasn't saying it. So what did she do? After a few days, Vincent returned back. She told Vincent. Where she told Vincent, what did Vincent do? Vincent said, I was the one seducing. Vincent said, I was the one who asked him out. Vincent said, I was the one lusting after him. And I said, sister, you knew me too well. By that was already 10 years. No sexual intercourse. I don't do it. You knew this guy is lying. In fact, this guy is devil in human form. I said, I will break his head. Let me break his head. Mama Triplet said, no, it's my boyfriend. You don't have to insult him. No. If that is the case, you have to leave my house. Hey, what? And I said, indeed, you are a bastard. We fought, eh? We fought. I didn't touch her, but I used my mouth to fight her. You are a prostitute. You believe this bastard? I said, if I was the one, I led a lot of curses in her presence. If I know anything of such, if I was the one, why did I reply? If I was the one, why did I send a message? I said, you knew this guy is lying. If I was the one, all messages it was sent, you saw it with your two naked eyes. You believe I was the one seducing. In fact, I led a course. I led a lot of courses. Afterwards, that same day, I called agent. The next day, I found the room. That same day, I left the house. When I left that house, I dictated today unto eternity. Mama triplet, you are my enemy because you lied against me. So what happened? As I left, Vincent knew that I left. Only 1 week, Vincent blocked her. Vincent blocked her. Her friend Tina was the one who told me. He said Vincent only came to scatter you. Because this woman, she's doing Uber. Those first children, I'm the one to cook for them. I take them like my own children because I'm a mother. I'm the one to bathe them. I'm the one to put them in the bed because sometimes she will do till the morning. Sometimes she will carry people travel to Belgium. I'm the one taking care of her children. Braid Daisy hair without money. The only girl she have, I will weave hair for her without money. In fact, this woman, the one fixing her hair, she don't pay me nothing. Meanwhile, more than that will still pay her. So I just take her, she will even give me money. My sister, I'm traveling, I'm going far place today. Please, these children, no food though, I beg, they are your children, no, please take money, help me do shopping. Cook. I will go. It's like I was not like a kind of house girl for her. I will go and do shopping and cook for her. In fact, the husband, before he left, I was also the one. I will cook, I will serve him. The day I will go to job, my work, I'll say, sister, sorry, I have to work. The day I don't, that's what I was just doing. So she now began to say, Vincent came to he said, I was a helper. Vincent made me to lose my helper. That is what Tina said he told her. Told her that Vincent made me to lose my helper. This is how people lose destiny helper. Vincent blocked her. So people that is in love, they are the most dangerous people you cannot advise. You can't just advise them. So she now went to go and tell Sister Anita that they should beg me. I said, no, I laid course already. Because you know too well I didn't do it. Why must you put that stain on me? You knew I'm not doing it. You know I can't. Vincent lied to shade, to cover his wickedness. And you supported him to put that stain in me. I said, sister, since I entered this house, have you ever seen me with a man? I don't do it. I preach against fornication. Me. And it's not even my spec to even start. I said for you to say I said this, you insult my personality. You insult my complete, beautiful, Yahuwah-given body. I'm too built. Yahuwah overbuilt me. The time I was in the world, I hate short men. And I also hate local men. If you see the suit this guy brought, it is the suit my 444 great-great-grandfather used in their days. Very local. But he's well educated. But who cares? Say, me go for nonsense like you? So much has already been said. Let's put this. So it said you'll pass through water, you'll pass through fire. So let's quickly check that out in Matthew chapter 17, verses 14 through 21. I'm still sorry for them. Matthew 17. So what is this spirit of divorcee doing? It's going to make sure the judgment of Noah's days and Lot's days amidst you. because you're going to be taking it the other way around. Let's read 14 first of all. Matthew 17:14. And when they were come to the multitude, where there came to him a certain man, kneeling down to him and saying, Adonai, have mercy upon my son, for he is lunatic and so vexed. For oft times he felleth into the fire and into water. So fire and water, it is the days of Noah. Luke chapter 17, verses 26 through 30. And Genesis chapter 6 and 7 and Genesis chapter 19. So divorcee, from you setting yourself ablaze, divorcee came with judgment to pour fire on you. It will drag you from fire. It will throw you into water. It will take you from water. It will throw you into fire. It's confusing. It will mess up your totality. So it will make sure you keep, like Mama Jana, she's doing boyfriend stuff. Divorcee is going to make sure the judgment of flood caught up with you. It's going to make sure the judgment of fire caught up with you. The only way out, when it's not working, and you take your leave, when you find yourself transit from here to here, let it be. Be alone. Invest so much time in yourself. Take good care of your heart. Work for yourself. Love yourself and be self-sufficient. That is the only encouragement I give unto you, because that is how I navigate my way out of my own. Okay, now I'm so rejoicing with myself until my actual husband come, because when you begin to jump from one into another, from one into another, you can't, the actual one cannot come. Come on now, you are not giving yourself a break. You see that same spirit that first of all chased the first one away, he will also bring another one to you. It is your most vulnerable time to fall into fire and to fall into water, to set yourself ablaze, to lit yourself on fire. It is the that is the time devil want to strike. But if you silence the appetite of your flesh, if you silence the noisome demon speaking through your flesh, you will overcome. If that person was the wrong one, the right one will come. If that person also was the right one, through your silency, prayer, fasting, this goes for the believers, okay? Fasting, prayer, your first love will return back to you. Restitution, restoration. But whereby you just jump from one, you enter another one. No, you lit yourself for fire. Divorcee is fire. The heat hot like fire. Yes, it works like fire. It ministers like fire. Thank you, Abba. I love you so much. We are done. That's all I can say for that. So for the sixth one, it doesn't belong to this badge. We'll take that one apart. This is the scripture I wanted to use. Matthew 19, verses 4 through 6. Revelation 2, verses 4 to 5. 2 Corinthians 4:4. Okay, the Gospel of Adam and Eve, chapter 59. Romans chapter 30, verses 1 through 7. Romans chapter 7, Numbers chapter 19, verses 1 through 10. So these are the scriptures I wanted to use for this one, but we'll give it a title and have its own video. Thank you, Abba. I love you so much. All right, family, don't give yourself a break, okay? You are not a wood. You are human being. Blood and water flow through your vein. So don't set yourself ablaze. Don't throw yourself into the ocean to get drowned. Okay, just give yourself a break. Rest. Go on a day. Go on a break. Invest so much in yourself and your children. It's a challenge time. Okay, at the end of it all, the stone the builder rejected will definitely be the chief cornerstone. Love you so much. Thank you, Abba. All right, family. We continue on the Shabbat. I'm out.